This week's episode is brought to you by Ruby Competitions. If you would like to win something, a wee bit of anything, money, a wee holiday, maybe a wee tummy tuck or your teeth done, get yourself over to check out their prizes each day and weekly. So yeah, get on to Ruby Competitions to win something for nothing. Welcome everybody to episode 25 of Connor the Banter Box with me, Connor Quinn, Shannon Mitchell and Gerry Lav.
I feel like I'm in like Disneyland, I swear. Because I watch this all the time. So I'm like, what are you on saying?
Do you ever see when you're on TikTok live? I watch TikTok lives and the rooms are like round the other way.
Flipped.
And then you wonder like, what the fuck?
Yeah, or even people's faces.
You don't look like that in real life. Yeah. My nose goes to the other side. I have a slanty coupon, literally. So what's the crack is?
Very little, fuck all, yeah. What about you?
Pouring on through, living the dream.
I can't even see you. Hello, Shannon.
Taking over.
I'm talking as if we haven't had a conversation for 45 minutes.
We've wasted all we have to say. Now we're going to sit here quiet.
Bye, everybody. That's this episode. Nah, I'm only joking. What's the crack? You both have podcasts yourselves.
Uh-huh.
How do you find them?
Well, it's a mouth, like, isn't it?
I can't really say I wouldn't have guessed.
Aye, fair enough. No, it's hard work though. Like
it is hard work. Like.
It's hard work, but it's fun though. I enjoy it. Like, but it's just like, you know, professional chat and shit.
Aye.
Yeah.
I love it.
I feel like it's something you've always been destined to do.
I've always
like,
wanted to do it, but
it
I didn't
suits
know.
you.
Yeah.
It suits you. I'm on a hiatus.
What's something?
So a wee break.
A wee break.
Kegs is away travelling, so on a wee break at the minute. Have been actually for quite a while.
I was going to say consistency is key in the podcast industry.
It's a career break.
You have to release an episode every week.
But then
you're always like, we're back. We're back again.
No, but there's been a few technical, should we say, difficulties. But we'll get back to it. Well, he's gallivanting about the world.
I know.
So do you know what I mean? We want it to be set up when he comes home that we can do it remote. So if he is away, I'm away, we can just... So that's the plan.
I tried to do a couple of remote ones when I had all intentions. So we went to Barcelona for my cousin's wedding. And I brought all the equipment. Well, I was doing a video for my cousin's wedding anyway. But I didn't need to bring fucking 3 cameras, fucking 3 things and all. I was like, we're going to do it. No, we'll do it at the beach. And I went, pickpocketers, not a chance. I get raw blind. We also nearly jumped at the beach as well. So
serious?
Aye. My mate was trying to, we talked about this before, my mate was trying to, like that situation was like, what would you do? Do you ever see them things on TikTok? So we were all fucking relaxing at the beach and then we just seen this wee girl and wee lad. And I actually think I was on TikTok live. And my mate, she's a pure, what would you say? That's not a womanizer, a feminist.
A feminist.
I know what she does in her spare time. Like, but she was just sitting there and then the fella got up to hit the wee girl and take her phone off her. But it must have been his girl. And she went, "Oi, dickhead, give her fucking phone back." And he just came over and then he started speaking to me in fucking, shouting at me in Spanish. I was like, I have no idea what you're saying. Why are you speaking to me in Spanish while I'm in Spain?
That's such an us thing though. Like we just go to a different country and expect like,
everybody to speak English.
I remember one time
but when you're getting verbally assaulted, please do it in your main language.
I remember one time we were in one place that I'm now aware, France. Unless you're in Paris, in city centre Paris, they don't do it. And like fair play to them because we're the same. Do you know what I mean? But me and my mum went into this. It was like a deli. And just went, "We sandwich, please." You know. Just went,
what was in? Yes, sandwich.
Literally just looked at us and wouldn't serve us.
Nah.
Wouldn't. I was pointing, just that one. Wouldn't serve us. And then now I know that they don't really speak English the way you go to Spain.
No, but I think they're reluctant to though. I think French hate us. Like they do.
But I was the only place I found that I've been to France. Budapest is very like it.
Oh really?
Yeah.
And what do I speak French?
I was going to say Hungarian.
Budapestian.
I was going to say Hungarian.
Oh, fuck, it is. I think it is Hungarian.
I feel that's even a language. I don't know. I barely know English.
Hungarian is a language. Is it? I don't know. We're all sick of shit.
Don't make yourself sound
No, but the remote ones, I have all good intentions of doing that. And even Japan, me and my mate, well, her sister Nadine went to Japan, and we were like, right, we'll do it somewhere. But you going to Japan, there's not even room to open your fucking suitcase. And I was like, no, Nadine, I can't do it here. No. I was like, we'll just come back and do one in the apartment.
But I feel like even when I'm on holiday, I'm like, I'm going to do all these videos and TikToks and photos. Well, you actually are good.
Well, I was going to say, actually, I'm shite.
He's very good. He makes sure before he goes out, he gets that photo, he gets that. I come home from holiday and go, well... You wouldn't even know I'm on holiday.
Then we both went on it was like a PR trip for Be Perfect, and we were in Ibiza, and it's very much like you had like I think we were.
You have a schedule.
Yeah, so you're like meant to
It's
do.
easier to do if you have a schedule.
Well, I didn't stick to the schedule.
So you're meant to be like, so this is this.
You were late for dinner an hour.
I stayed an extra 3
She stayed an
days.
extra
I didn't get the flight home.
I'm going to do my content now.
And you see day one, I was like, oh my
But
god,
hold
like,
on,
we were
yes,
drunk.
I'm
I
about
was like, yes, fuck it, like let's book extra flights. And you see, come like day 2.
No,
or
lead
3, I was
up-
like,
lead
fuck
up-
her, I'm away.
From
I
the
can't
lead
be on
up
that
to the
flight.
trip, Jerry was like, "We're gonna go mad in Ibiza."
Uh-huh.
Getting my hopes and dreams in the airport, wouldn't let me get a Smirnoff Ice. Had to be a Smirnoff Ice and vodka.
Like-
So I was like,
That's it.
set me up for like
It's
fucking
going
in bed
mad.
at 9 o'clock. I was ringing him from Eden. Where are you? I've just woke up from a nap. I went, out the fuck.
I'm 31, no, like.
I'm 29.
We're all the same age.
But it's the problem I find with Ibiza, right? It's all about how you start it. So if you see whenever you walk into Belfast International, just fucking go to Starbucks. Like seriously, once you walk over to that fucking lagging bar and it's just like Millbag City in a good way, and you're like, ew, and you get a pint glass and you put the fucking phone in it. You're playing some chavvy fucking SoundCloud remixes, WKD and vodka. I have a wee pair of short shorts on, fake tan, pound for the fucking smoking area, or like thump, let me in.
You've got money, son. I've never paid for it in my life.
Here, they've got rid of it.
I know.
Have you seen that?
Oh, they've got a full refurb, like.
but they
there's
got rid
no
of the smoking room.
area.
Oh, fuck off!
Yeah, there's no
serious?
smoking area in Belfast International now.
You're joking.
I promise you.
That's his year
There was,
ruined.
did you not see the Facebook comments?
Everybody raging. Aye.
Uproar over the smoking area, but fair enough. Like,
It's the only thing we've got.
do you know what someone commented,
No.
which is a fair point? Well, if you're getting rid of the smoking area, you've lost a customer in the bar because as soon as I have a drink, I have to
I know.
smoke, and that's putting me off
Aye.
drinking.
And I also go to the airport 4 hours early, so I need a lot of smoke breaks.
I'm the same.
My mates are like, can I go first? Smoke, stop looking at the TV.
I'm the same.
But no,
I'm
it-
always like a nervous wreck in an airport.
I
I
love
always
the
have to be really
airport.
early
That
too.
airport vibe, sitting,
Yeah.
you just know you're going. And then, to be fair, we got in the airplane. I
So
think
I was so this was half
slept.
6 in the morning. The flight was 6:30, and I'm rode off.
We both slept, actually, didn't we?
Like I'm like,
No,
ew,
we
and-
woke
I
up.
don't know.
We woke up. Do you remember? I turned
What?
around to you. The whole plane was like partying, and I just woke up and went, "How the fuck have I slept through this?" I mean, everyone was going mental. I turned around to him, he had the sunglasses on. I went,
like,
"What's
and
going on
like
here?"
Like you're going to flight back home.
Like I literally.
And then,
2 hours in
I
the
was like,
flight.
oh fuck, the holidays only begun. And I was like, shit.
and then you
I
went
kept
on the
getting
wee-
I kept getting drunk at the most randomest times. So like, say for instance, like lunch at like 1.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, and then like say like, right, we're all gonna pass you. I'm like in a coma. Do you know what I mean? And it just
You,
didn't
like,
really add up.
enjoyed the chill parts too much.
Aye.
And then there was a day you must have went out, like it must have been like a full nighter kind of like doing the big super clubs. And then I woke up that one night and slept and I was like, right guys, like what are we at today? You know, like the fucking dad and holidays, and they're all like
Oh,
hanging
you
out
came
in their
down.
ass.
No, I hadn't been to
You
bed.
hadn't been to bed. I
He
was
came down to the
going,
pool and I was still sitting in my swimming suit from the day before.
and they were all drinking a big bottle of rosé at like 9 o'clock in the morning. That was the only thing they could get.
The bar didn't open until 10, so we were like, what are we meant to do? We tried to go a few different shops, get a few. We actually were planning Bacardi Breezers on the beach. Couldn't get a shop open, so we just went into reception and went, is there anything we can buy? Anything? And they were like, there is wine bottles at breakfast. Happy days. So that was us.
But then I had a full night's sleep, well rested, recharged, went to the breakfast buffet, walked in, I was like, fuck, I'm too fresh for this. Like
Playing
like they were all
catch up.
just
And
sitting,
then
like really like the night before.
I went and got a shower and went out that same
You
day.
went out,
I
So you
poured
love a
on
beef
through.
then?
But the one thing.
The only thing
is-
you missed was the yoga.
Yes, so I think that was the second day on the schedule. It said like morning yoga, and it was the night before, and I was
It was
like,
good.
oh,
Fuck, I am 31.
where did I go that day? But this is the so I did ask permission. I did ask Brendan. I said I have to go to this yoga in the morning because I'm not really a yoga morning person, especially in Ibiza. And he was like, nah, I'm not going, we'll not go. I was like, 100%. So I just went to bed oblivious of what time it was, no alarm set, nothing. So when I eventually woke up with my makeup on and went, oh fuck, couldn't find my phone. So it no way to tell what time it was. I'm looking about going, where's my phone? It had fell, you know the double beds, it's 2 single beds.
Aye.
It had fell down, so I got it, wasn't charged, got it in the charge. 3 o'clock. I went, what? So I phoned him, I went, where are you? And he went, just on the way home from yoga here, we're running late. I went, thank the Lord, because we had the
Joel,
opening party.
the pool party, was it?
It was the opening party of the shop, of the Be Perfect shop.
Oh, yes.
So I was like, right,
Yes.
at least they're only
It'll be
coming
for
home.
Rocks.
Yeah. So I was like, they're only coming now. I have time to get ready. So then I showed up and was like, well, everyone, how was yoga? And they're like, it was amazing. I was like, sorry.
Have you done Ibiza?
Loads of times.
Aye.
Like, that was my first holiday.
Was it? Oh, really? Did you not
First
do, did you not do
holiday?
like Magaluf and all before? No.
Straight to Ibiza.
All my mates in school, like, I went to Barney and all my mates in school were all fucking lads, and they were all like going to Magaluf, and I was like, gay. I was like,
Aye.
my cousin was 25, and I was in the closet, and I was like, she's like, we're going to Ibiza, and so she was 25 and I was 18, and I was like, oh fuck, I'll go to Ibiza for reasons.
Yeah.
So then after that, I was just Ibiza, like.
Because once you do Ibiza, like,
Nothing else really compares.
I know, but then we went to Sonar in Barcelona, which is a festival, and then flew from Barcelona to Ibiza, and it was like going to Carnock. So it was
really?
like depression.
Do you
It
like,
was just
are
like,
you
oh god.
dance music? Do you like dance
Yeah.
music? Do you know where
Yeah.
I'm going to May?
Where
EDC in Las Vegas.
are you?
Yeah. It's
is that like an electron, like an EDM kind of
Coachella
thing?
for like rave music, basically. Yeah, I'm going to May 3-day festival. Now it's not camping, thank God. You go back to a hotel. But like me and my boyfriend, were like, oh, are we going to do this? Like, this is going to be a struggle. So you think you're in the desert, so it's warm as well. So you're making sure you're staying hydrated.
Like Burning Man type
You're
of thing?
also it's in the desert in Vegas. We're not like arsehole of nowhere, but you're still the heat
Not
of
in
the
Carnock.
desert.
Yeah.
The heat of the desert. Do you know what I mean? But you like, I'll show you photos. Have you seen
Oh
it
my
before?
god. No, I've never seen it.
You want to see? Oh my!
We're gonna see.
the
We're gonna be
lineup.
watching.
You want to see the lineup, but we are like, how are we going to do this? Because that's my like. I think that I can keep going without sleep,
Yeah.
and then I completely crash.
Well, that's me.
So I need to make sure I get my sleep in.
I'd be like, I'm best staying awake for like 2 days.
Really?
And then
Aye.
having like 2 days off, and then just having like finishing the rest of the holiday. Because like if I get a hangover, I'm not leaving that fucking bed.
Aye,
So if I go
yeah.
to bed at like fucking 1 or 2 and see the whole next day, I'm not going back on the drink. I'm
Yeah.
not going to. I'm like, I'll just stay up. You know what I mean? Heart's going like that because I'm drinking a fucking monster. Like, you know what I mean? But if you any funny mental stories, Ibiza?
Oh fuck, Jesus Christ. Well, I lived in Ibiza.
Did you?
Yeah, you did.
For like 7 or 8 months. It was mad. I think I came back like a xylophone. Like it was like. And then anytime family or friends came out, they're like, "Oh no, like you've lost a lot of weight." And then I remember I had one friend. He's like, "You look great," and I was like, "Thanks, I'll listen to that." Just I never had partying all the time. It was just a disaster, but amazing though. But the thing is, when you live there, like you see like a different side of it. So there's such like nice like boho kind of like hippy dippy kind of vibes, and I love that part of it. I've done the mental stuff too, like the Ibiza Rocks and all that kind of like, you know, in the
parties.
West End. Have you done the West End?
Yeah, I love the West
I
End.
love the West End, like the Highlander.
Yeah, and like even like Joe Spoons. But
Joe Spoons. I love Joe Spoons, but it's closed down now.
There was one time I had to leave Joe Spoons because like I was so fucked and I was like dancing to get the DJ. Like, I went, I'm in Joe Spoons. I feel like I'm in Shamrock and Ordown. I just went, I'm away. And just ran. They were like, where are you going? I went, I just had an epiphany and got home. I was like, I'm carrying on as if I'm like seeing TSO for the first time. Like,
Oh my god.
We're like a wee snack. Yeah. I was like, out the fuck.
Oh my god, but I love it. But it brings that out of you though, doesn't
I
it?
know.
I'm all like, ew, and I go on like that.
But I
just
think
try to- like
that's-
you think I'm from West. Like, I'm not. I just developed like a West Belfast personality. I love it though.
I think that's why I like Ibiza, because I remember thinking, I didn't go to Ibiza until just a couple of years ago, because I had this thing in my head that it's so poser and it's so.
Oh, why?
That's what was in my head though, and you know, like
It depends
I was a bigger
what-
girl,
like, who
and
you
I,
go
the
with,
last
no?
thing I wanted to do was dress up and anything like that. And then as soon as I got there, I was like, this is probably one of the most accepting places I've been.
Oh, why? Definitely.
No rules, but it's just
See as well, like, see, no matter what age you go at it, like, you go to it at, like, when I went there when I was, like, really younger, I was probably more the scumbag versions.
Yeah.
And then the older I've got, it's, like, sophisticated scumbag versions.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or you like the nice places to eat, you stay in the nicer places. Like,
Yeah.
like there was there's a story I have, like, and it's a bit mad, but we get on, like, a pucker up boat.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we get on the
booze
puck,
cruise.
we get on the pucker up boat, and like one of the wee lads here was with us. He just got on me. We were all. I was down, so I wasn't in the mood to be on it. And we're just in the middle of the fucking ocean, and he just started going like that. I was like, "What are you doing?" And he was like, "What? Well, sounds like we're going to get free off." And I was like, "No, seriously, someone get their fucking mate." He wasn't even my mate. He was with somebody else. And then he goes with our group, and then I was dead on. So later on, fucking, it was the music and all was on, the DJs playing that get down, 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 get, and everybody was getting down. He's looking at me. Thought he was getting her lifted off the fucking off it. I was like, don't do cat and boats part.
Stop.
Alright, so yeah, I've had a few like that.
Oh, I've had. I think, but as a part of this, but I always find like, you know, whenever you're in the airport, like that kind of like the Burger King, and it's like
Grim
it's
City.
Alexa play Lana Del Rey, like I'm ready, like it's like depression, and everybody's just lying on the floor like zombies. But
trying to find someone to speak because you can't listen to your mate's voice for it. I mean,
you're done with him. You're done with him.
I'm not talking to him when I get back home for like 2 months. Do you know what I mean?
I'm over it.
It's but it's so like you just can't like I always say, oh no, that's me done with it, and then every year I just always have to go 2 or 3 times a year.
But I have to say, so when I went with Be Perfect the last time, we stayed in the next hotel. Wasn't it?
It was really nice.
Lovely. But then whenever I decided not to get my flight home, I had to move in with Keir Scullion over to Ibiza Rocks. So I went from this lovely hotel. I'd never been to Ibiza Rocks. I get in the hotel part and I was like, I feel like I'm in McGabbery. No, and we actually had like a good, you know, the club view rooms, like right at the stage. It was the best.
The one where you don't name, where there's music playing at the pool that time of the day.
It was the best of a bad bunch. And like even walking down the corridors, I was like, I'm too old to even be in this hotel. I was like, this is.
We stayed in like is it Amore or something? It's a really good.
Oh my god!
But here, but do you want to know what? Here, we stayed there when it was COVID.
Oh right,
It was but here, we brought the scum to fucking Amore. There was no like clubs or anything opening. Like I remember our mate going to get a carry, like because it was October. Our mate going to get a carry. We were just like all watching her, and we were recording her. She was just walking up her flip flops and umbrella. But we were sitting there like partying, and I remember she was like, we were like, what are you doing? And she was like, bah, just putting on my shoes. She's like, I'm going to the shop. And I went, what are you going to the shop for? She's like, why do you want anything? And we were like, oh, because it's a bottle of vodka. And she's like, all right, no sweat. And she came back, I was sweating. I only went to the shop for me. Like, I really needed water. It was one of the reasons. So yeah, I've been there, but everybody thinks that's a very nice hotel to stay in. Like,
it's unreal. But I've done like hostel Ibiza. I've done like a hostel like in the West End. It was like,
you've seen the sights.
Oh my gosh, the pits.
All the like workers sometimes have a villa, don't they? Mm-hmm. I remember like when I was younger, about 18, a wee girl we knew, she had it. They like were on the villa, and I was like, "Come up the villa." I was like, "I've a skirt up there." Like walking in somebody's house.
But I've heard horror stories about like girls that work in Ibiza and they get invited to these villa parties and what's expected of them when they get there. And I've heard from the people's mouths, not rumours, and I'm like, this actually goes on.
Yeah.
So that there is, but then I always say, see, no matter where you go on holiday, you always have to be self-aware.
Yeah.
Always stay with your friends, stay with people, do you know?
Yeah.
I think that's one thing about, like, I like Barcelona as a city, but that I don't never feel comfortable in Barcelona.
Don't feel safe?
Yeah, never.
Yeah.
Like,
it's like the pickpocketing would be really bad.
We were at a rave, like, after my cousin's wedding, just like in the summer, and...
You didn't go to Circuit, no?
No.
You know what Circuit is, though?
No, what's that?
Circuit is like, so it's like a gay festival.
No.
So it's like a circuit that goes around the world.
Were you not
No.
it? Where were you in Barcelona? You were something in Barcelona?
Shut up. Well, no, we're not. It's like
what is it?
It's, you know how the gays get down with a harness. I wasn't at it.
Whose dog is that? Whose horse is that?
Do you know what I mean? Like
Mental then.
Mental, yeah.
I've never been one.
No, neither have I. I sound like a
You were just there at the same time it was on.
Shut up.
I got mistaken.
That's you getting removed from close friends.
You're gonna fight like fuck.
I don't know what's on. My brain doesn't remember what's on the private parts and the real parts.
What's wrote in the group chat? What's not? All right, though. So you just spilled the beans on
But no, I do love Barcelona though.
Yeah, I did love it. But see, like that time, so we went after their wedding, and my cousin and her husband, and he was literally walking through the crowd, and he like my cousin's like brother. Obviously, he's my cousin as well. But he was getting like hugging him to say thank you for yesterday and all. And he says while he hugged him, he just felt his wallet come out of his pocket and turned around in the middle of the crowd. And he's like, I can't even tell you who it was because it was in the middle of the crowd. And I went, and then a girl who we were with, as soon as we got out of the taxi, she was like, oh, I got my phone stolen last night. And I was like, no way. So I'm walking about like has everybody got their phones? Link, do you know what I mean?
But they're trained in it. And so, like London, they're trained in how, if you're over here and you're like walking down a scary street, you pretend to be on the phone.
Yeah.
That's the first thing I got told when I lived in London. Do not pretend to be on the phone. People are trained how to go past you on a bike and take your phone off you.
Mental.
Just keep your phone away, like gone. One time I got pickpocketed when I was about 12 in Blackpool. And at a disco dancing competition, and I was there by myself with my dance teacher, Thomas.
I thought you were going to say in the disco dancing costume and you got pockets in them.
But my mum, I went with my dance teacher. It was like it was common, and we went to the amusements, and I'd like it was a big Playboy purse.
Oh no!
But it was all my spending money for the weekend of the dance competition, and sure I freaked because to me, say it was £200.
Yep.
My mummy saved up all year for me to go to the. Oh, I freaked, and then all the mummies were like, "Don't worry, we'll put money together, and all, and your mummy will get money when you're home." Oh, it was awful. I'll never forget that.
Oh my god!
The Playboy purse is gone. It's probably like worth a wee penny now.
Worth a wee penny. I have your money on it.
Vintage.
But when you're a kid, though, that sort of thing, you panic because and then I would have been really cautious. Like if my mum gave me money to go somewhere, I'm like, it's my mummy's money, do you know what I mean? And you would have panicked, so I would have freaked out.
That is scary. When I nearly got kidnapped whenever I was a kid.
Actually?
What? No, well, this is a true story, but it's very random. Like, have I ever told you this? No.
This isn't the close friends.
No. So it's some people. I remember sharing it one time, but basically, long story short, I used to have a fascination with garden gnomes. I'm gay. It all adds up. So I don't know why.
What with the burn?
What?
With the burn? The comedy joke?
Like, I don't know.
Like wee straps?
But I don't know, but like I just love garden gnomes. But this garden, I went to, do you remember Nuts Corner? Yeah, so I would have collected garden gnomes and they would have been in the garden.
Yeah.
And then we were at Nuts Corner. Do you remember Nuts Corner?
Yeah.
I actually went.
Yeah.
They charge you £2 for parking now.
Fuck off. Oh my
Scandal.
god! I swear, cost of living, everything's going up. But back then it was free, so we always would have went on a Sunday around the markets, and there was this stand that had garden gnomes, and like it was this wee funny gnome, and I think it was like a wee flashing gnome, and it had like a wee Adam and Eve leaf. It just was funny, and I really wanted it, and I was like, "Oh, mummy, like please get me that garden gnome," and she's like, "No, son, like come on, hurry up!" And then I just was so like stubborn, so I really wanted it, so I ran back to the stand to try to find it. I don't know how I was going to pay for it. So I lost my mum and I lost my dad. And then I'm running frantically like, mummy, up and down Nuts Corner. And then this family stops me and then they're like, oh, like what's wrong? I'm all like, oh, I've lost my mum and dad. Like, I don't know where they're at, like, etc. Blah, 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 blah. And they're like, right, we'll take you to the lost and found or like the security hut. And they'll do like an announcement out to try to help me find them or whatever. And then they put this, they were like, we have a son that is your age. Would you mind, we've bought him this body warmer, would you put it on? And I was like, no, I just want to meet my mum. I just like, get me my mummy, like, you know, crying, I was a child, like, and then they were like, put the body warmer on, like, shouting at me, right? I swear this is true. And it was like baby blue, and I think it had like butterflies on it, and like, they took a photo with like a camera, like this would have been like disposable cameras back then, so they took a photo of me. And then my mum, she came, like, my ma's like, nobody puts baby in the corner. Like, she's coming, charging up Nuts Corner like a fucking Viking in 300, like, cheers! Like, fucking screaming. And then they quickly got the body warmer off.
Is that being to make you not recognise it? Like,
well, I don't know. But then got the body warmer off. And we're like, oh, like, quickly hand it over. And like, there was that much going on. Yeah. Then Ma was like, who were them people? And I was like, oh, I don't know. And then I had told her the story. And then we found out there was no security hut. It didn't exist.
Way. That's mental.
It's not mental.
Oh,
that's fucking. That is great. My granny used to have like a sweet the shop up in the Sunday market. Aye.
Oh, my dad used to make me go every Sunday with them to get the DVDs.
I was going to say
pirate copies. Oh my god, I need to come back.
Boxes.
See my granny. So see, because she worked there, see when the police came, like they just give them all out. So my granny used to come home. I'd be sitting there fucking 4 years of age watching Freddy Krueger. My granny got me a pirate copy of it.
And do you remember in the old copies, like there used to just be like a head going past sometimes because it was literally just someone sitting with a video camera in the cinema.
I know.
So you'd see people coughing and walking past.
There weren't just wee iPhones back in the day. I imagine them to be massive cameras.
Full video.
That's a crazy story, but
I know. I'm mental. I'm all over the head of a garden gnome. That's the craziest part of it all.
And I was never allowed to buy a gnome.
I was going to say that's
no, Mama ended up getting me the gnome the following week. No, I swear she ended up because obviously she nearly lost me. Like so, yeah. So our garden was a wee flashing gnome.
He's made that whole story up so we can get the gnome.
No, I fuck off.
Do you still have the gnomes?
I did for quite a while, and then I don't know where it's went now. We still have one that's in the garden, but the paint's nearly must be with the rain.
Where are you from then?
So I'm from Toom.
Were you?
So I think Toom and West Belfast kind of like similar.
What?
No, it would be. No, it would be.
Toom is in where the roundabouts are.
Well, like there is a
Near
place,
Mackerfell.
Yeah, but there is a place called Toom. You're just like
I
going
feel like
past
I've
the
drove
roundabout.
past it.
You've went
There's
through
a shop
you
to
went
get
by it.
out towards.
Yeah.
Is it Coke? You call it?
Yes.
Out that
the way on
direction.
round.
Yeah, but you. I don't know if I would say it's West Belfast.
I don't
it's
know
not
Belfast.
No, but as in very like you see, I always say I love people from West Belfast. I don't know why I find similar like personality, so like that kind of like charm.
Yeah,
you know, everyone's very kind of like, but also like good crack, like that type of way.
So there's something wrong with the ones in North and East?
No.
She is ready to go.
All the good charm over that way.
She's a mess. You
oh my god! I forgot I said beside Sister Shankle. Or but like I'm a Roman Catholic basically, and the West is there. Okay, I didn't want to say it, but you made me say it. We're all quite similar. No, I'm a wee take too.
I'm a wee take too. Don't worry, it's all right.
No, I'm a take. I always get confused with it though. It's a take.
Catholic.
But then we're Fenians as well.
Yeah, but you have took the word Fenian back,
And then
so it's okay to say it back. We prod or a hun.
A hun.
And then just Hun's now like, where's
Hun's
Hun?
like,
Hun?
Yeah,
That's a scored sweet dress, Hun.
And,
where'd you get your top?
It's, and then would you do like the 12th and all? Would you do St. Patrick's Day as well, don't you?
I'm very multicultural.
I love that though.
Very multicultural. I've been to the Wolf Tones more times than my boyfriend. And
Where's Kieran from?
Arsehole nowhere. Mountains. The mountains in between, like Balnahinch, Castlewellan.
Oh, actually?
In the mountains. Yeah. So Castlewellan would be his like local where he would drink and stuff.
Castlewellan's is that towards then like Newcastle and stuff?
10 minutes from Newcastle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or we would drink in Newcastle too. Quins would be a good wee spot on a Saturday night. But yeah, I've always been very. This is the thing. Don't like the 12th. The only time I've ever done it properly was about 16. And I walked the whole way to the field, you know, like that's the whole route and back, and got really sunburnt. Didn't love it. I carried a bottle of Strongbow in like a over the shoulder, you know, like a school bag.
Yeah,
like a Paul's boutique bag.
And had sunburn. Yeah, Paul's boutique bag. And it put me, and there was just so much fighting and stuff, especially on the way home because everyone's too much drink. Where I actually do enjoy the 11th. Like I've brought Kieran to because 11 Ballybean, so. You can't really not see the bonfire. It's literally in the back garden. So I've brought Kieran, but my family are so just don't give a fuck about that kind of thing.
No,
so
same as us.
Like my mum, the 11th night we have a wee bit of a party, but it's because everyone's having a party and it's just, you know, like the family come around.
But it shouldn't
There's
be
no
anything.
mention of what's going on. It's just, and
but
even
it is it's like this party's day as well. Like it's like it's just a
100%.
celebration.
It's a cultural thing. Yeah.
So I lived there. Like when I grew up, I lived. Like we lived in the street. Our street had a peace wall on it, but then when you moved like around the corner, it was like Clement Park Avenue, and like so half of it's like Catholic, half is Protestant.
Yeah.
So, but that's where they built their bonfire. And we used to go around and like, what's it? Nothing.
Yeah.
And I remember just feeling hate. I was like, how are people closer to that?
Yeah.
Whenever you were in school, would you have had like say a cross community project? So back where we were, so the thing like it's all kind of like very mixed where I'm from.
Yeah.
So then we would have done like a lot of like integration kind of projects with like different schools.
My primary school, I went to America for 5 weeks in summer of P7 and lived with a Catholic family in America. But on the build up to that, all the schools that were involved in it were done like we meetups. So we went to like stayed in the Ulster Folk and Transport Museum for the weekend. It was all across community. But I'm all into all that kind of stuff. I think it's very good.
We would have done it with our school. Would have done it with like because I went to Barney, so we would have done it with Boys Model. And then I remember we had like this like continental breakfast, and it was like I had something that could be done. I done music. But we played the boron, and then some wee lad from Boys Model came down. So there's 40 borons, and our music teacher was English, and there's one lambeg drum, and you can't hear the borons over the lambeg drum, and our music teacher's going down up, down up, down up, down up, down up, down up, like miss, my fucking hand's gonna break, you can like that, and he's some wee lad just like, oh, like we give up, we're lost.
Okay.
So yeah, no, I would be like that though as well. Like when I grew up, like even 17, I would have partied in Woodville and all. I always wish I could have went to that, but Bebo was a wee bit coming out then, Facebook, so you didn't get away. I didn't get away with it as much. You were like, what? There was no more takes than we feel. I'm like, oh my god, I'm jumped.
But even like going back, I'll never forget whenever like I started drinking in the Holy Lands. Never was a student, by the way, ever. Just made friends with people there, and like I would have always been in the Rose and Crown and the Hatfield, and like I remember at first my dad kind of being like, just watch yourself, you know, just watch. But I was like, Dad, I know them now, and like I was just honest. Anytime I first went in, I'd just be like, I'm from Ballybean, but I am accepting of what yous are and what yous want to be and whatever else. And that, especially the Rose and Crown, that was my local. They do like a club colours day, and you go in your club colours, and the queue's like the whole way down the Ormo Road. It's mental. And if you were a regular, you got a wristband to bunk the queue, and I was bunking the queue, and people were going, "Oh, she's a fucking Protestant, she's getting in first." And Bootsy that runs Rose would just be like, "She's here every Tuesday.
But then,
she's a regular." Do you know what I mean?
Do you not think though? It's like I think it's definitely came a long way, but I feel like it's kind of like I think some people are nearly afraid to acknowledge it, so nearly like, oh, like I don't want to acknowledge that we're different because then I'm like sectarian, or like people are nearly like afraid.
You're scared to even talk. You're scared to even talk about this now because somebody's like, "Oh, sectarian," because you've brought up something. You're like, you're talking about it, and like
because you even mention it.
Neutral, and that's really
Do you know
is.
where I'm coming from?
I think we are the generation where it is like, it wasn't even thought about, and like obviously your parents are saying that because like what
their
happened, and it does only take like one person who mightn't even be your group of group of friends, and I do get that, but I think now even like her age, like she's 19, I'm saying it's completely different now. There's none of that. Like the only rats you get now are like wee kids who don't know what the fuck they're at for.
No, completely.
That is the truth though. They actually don't know what they're arguing over. You know, the young ones, the ones that are unfortunately being raised that way, you usually find it's maybe just because they hear what mummy and daddy are saying, you know, they're just unfortunate their mummy and daddy are maybe a bit better. They're just hearing fuck the other side, and that's the way they then live, and they don't actually know why, because do you know what I mean? It's like
anything, it's any so say like say homophobia, sectarianism, like, you know, like it all, so like it's kind of the hatred comes from fear.
Not understanding.
And the thing is, it's the fear, but then you have to look at the part of like, say, like within Northern Ireland, like we're so like kind of conditioned in ways. That's why it's important to like embrace diversity. Or like, I've always been a very like curious person, so religion, sexuality, race, culture, none of that stuff's ever. I find it, if somebody's different than me, I find it fascinating. I'll ask 900 questions. They likely will be the wrong questions.
I know.
You know, but
that's what I
think it's better to be that way.
But that's how you become accepting, because you're understanding. It's understanding is what, as you say, it's fear of not knowing and not understanding that people just act hateful. Where maybe if, you know, when people take the time to actually understand and get to know, then they can become accepting of it. That's the answer to everything.
But like if you stay at one side and somebody stays at another side and you never merge, well, how, like, all you're going to have is stereotypes, prejudices, and different kind of formed opinions that you don't actually, you know.
I know, 100%.
You have to integrate.
It's definitely came a long way now. Like,
it has.
Sometimes you be scared of things coming like so far that like it goes like full circle, and then that's when it becomes like you're scared to ask a question because in case you offend somebody, where like you can ask questions by being curious, but sometimes people are feared to be curious in case you're like, well, you ask me out, you want to ask somebody else, right? Just trying to be nice.
I'll never forget the first time, like in maybe would have been like P5, and like I went to school in Ballybean, like I would say 80%, actually way more, probably 99% of people there were raised in Protestant homes. And I'll never forget the first time being asked in the toilet, are you Catholic or Protestant? Me going, I was like, I'm a what? I didn't even know what these words were. I was like, what? And I remember going home to mummy and being like, mummy, the girls in school were asking me, am I Catholic or Protestant? And I don't know. And my mum then had to explain, do you know, it's just, I wasn't raised with that being a thing, you know what you are. Do you know what I mean? Was never raised.
It is just obviously over here, and like you had to, because I was, when my like ex was from like Warrington, and I said the word sectarian.
Warrington in England.
Yeah, and he was like, what's that? And I was like, you're a fucking nurse. I was like, it's not as if like you don't, but we have to know. Like we had to grow up to know, but I think now that it's coming to a good level now. Like.
I'll never forget, I think I told you this before, my wee sister Sophia, she's, I don't even know what age she is, 23, but what age do you do your communion?
You're 8, I think.
8, so she would have been 7. And our stepsister at the time was having her first communion. We were obviously there. And Sophia she's flipping hard work. She's dramatic. She's good crack, but she's flipping mental. And she has been from a very young age. if I heard once, did I hear a million times that day, Daddy, why did I not get a communion? Why did I not get... She's getting money. And for weeks then, she went on about wanting a communion. Begged, please, can I have a communion?
And it's a pure snake. And you still have, see if somebody's stingy, you still have your communion money, you can't. What are you doing, spending your confirmation money?
Stop. But you felt like, I remember my first, it was always, because whenever I seen people coming up, I always wanted to do like the catwalk, but it's called an aisle, but it's the runway or whatever the fuck it is, the chapel. I always wanted to... and the walk down, I always wanted that.
To be busybody walk down.
Hand like that there, and then part of the end that was gay to do. So it was like, I don't want fucking anybody.
I was walking there like that. Nobody questioned me.
But you felt like the dog's bollocks once you got out.
You did.
And then I was just like, is that a fucking wafer?
And then you were like, I remember back in the day being like, I can't wait to pick where we're all going for fucking dinner. I think I went to Phoenix in the Palm Mix. A month like a bar. I was the type of kid that wanted to go to fucking KFC or something.
Here, what was your names that you pick?
Oh, that's confirmation.
What did you pick?
So, well, I remember I had a best friend called Aidan, and I really want this. I hate the fact that you asked this. I wanted the name Aidan. So my name is Jared Patrick, and I wanted it to be Aidan. But then my dad is called Seamus Patrick Jared, and then I'm Jared Patrick. So Jared's like my biological name.
Yeah.
So Jared Patrick, and then I had to pick Seamus.
Oh, they match your
So
dad.
we're like, I don't get the fucking logic in it, like,
but you wanted Aidan.
I wanted Aidan, but well, I don't speak, like, I don't know Aidan.
And would you ever,
so maybe not a bad thing.
The only reason I know that is whenever, like, that's a thing, like, occasionally my boyfriend would say, like, the full name.
Why?
So he's Kieran Patrick McKay, and sometimes he'll say Kieran Anthony. I go, sorry, what? I'm like, where's the Anthony? That's not on your passport. I've seen it. And then he explains you pick a name that has to be a saint.
Yeah, so I picked, everybody in my class were picking like their brothers and like Jared and like Anthony's and all that there, and then Patrick's, and then I said my brother's called Leo, so I just like Connor Stephen Leo Quinn.
That's nice.
But that's an angel. He isn't the
It's
same.
not the same.
It's like a
Did you get away with it?
Aye.
Oh, I like that.
Oh, why? Because you had to pick a saint, didn't you?
But I googled then, because the same conversation I googled. Have you ever seen how many saints? There is a saint for fucking everything. And I mean, there was, I can't remember what one I was flabbergasted at. It was, I can't
Demi Lee or something. Saint Demi Lee.
But it was like this, whatever the name was, it was the saint of, I can't remember, was it an animal or a stone or something? And I was like, surely we don't need a saint for that.
I know there is. What?
There's one for the internet.
There's a saint for the internet.
Yeah, I think it's called Luigi. He's in a glass case somewhere in Italy. He died whenever he was like 15 or something.
No way.
When did he die?
Years ago.
Like before the internet, though?
No, like early 2000s or something.
Oh, then it's just what it came about.
He's like in a glass case like Patrick Beale somewhere in Italy.
Shut up.
I want to look into this.
Oh, what
now.
Padre Pio was the... Does Padre Pio get rid of warts? No, that's something else, is it?
Yeah, I don't know. You know, Project Pio.
Like the charm, no.
Everybody loves Project Pio, though.
Yeah.
I don't.
Do you know? See, remember back in the day, like, see, when I was like 17, everybody used to wear holy bracelets.
Oh,
right?
I remember
God,
them.
And I think the wee
Yeah.
square one. But I remember I used to run about in the movie film. We were going to Haver Street, and we had to walk down. They got a party in Haver Street, but everyone was getting out, and I was like, "Give me your fucking holy bracelet," because they had one with Union Jack on it. Because I think it was going to stop me from getting jumped. Elvis. The Union Jack is the only saint I need.
Stop him. Stop him.
I think I had one of them bracelets.
Remember everybody with holy bracelets? It's probably out fucking doing nothing holy with them on.
It was a fashion accessory.
Well, but even do you remember like the football jerseys? Like I said, I know obviously there's like Celtic and Rangers supporters, but like it was very like it was nearly like tribal.
Aye.
Do you know like you had to pick one jersey, you had to pick another, and you had to get either number 7 Larson in the back if it was Celtic or I don't know who played for Rangers.
I had Liverpool ones. Like I had every Liverpool fucking top, and I never like. We were talking about this.
Did
in
you?
the last
I
one.
like stuff like do you like? Are you into football?
No.
No. So, yeah.
My bedroom was Liverpool.
Aye.
Couldn't tell you anything about them.
I remember.
Liverpool wallpaper and all.
Do you remember MSN?
Yeah.
So I remember. Do you remember your PM?
Aye.
And, like mine was like on the hoops, comma.
On the shots.
You'll never walk alone.
We were talking about this in the last podcast. My fucking email address is Connor_LFC. I couldn't even tell you anything about
Thought
football.
we were doing the most. Nobody fucking dragged me out of that Narnia cupboard. The fuck.
I'm wallpapering it in here, Liverpool.
And then the worst part, I remember coming out and everyone's like, yeah, we all knew. I was like, what? I was running about with fucking collars up and fucking...
Oh, people skin, man, fuck off. Here, do you remember back in the day, shag tags?
Oh my, and if you rip them off, it meant stuff.
What was this?
Shag tags.
A shag tag?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
They were like wee bracelets.
Rubber bracelets, all different
the
colours.
one, like the one and it went like swish,
No,
swish.
I think you're thinking of a Scooby.
Oh, wow, ma.
That you made. Scoobies, no.
So...
Oh, yeah.
I remember Scoobies.
I
Yeah.
remember Scoobies, yeah.
A shag tag
Shag-
was literally just a coloured rubber band, but you got them different, and they all
Oh
melt
my god,
different
yeah,
things.
like make poverty history.
No.
No, fuck.
You're thinking of the What Would
What am
Jesus
I
Do
thinking?
bands.
Do you remember the bands?
Yes.
And like Live Strong and
Live
all.
strong. No, not them.
No,
them.
they were
But I
literally,
know what you mean.
they were literally just like a hair
Like
bubble.
literally a wee skinny hair bubble, but they're
And
all
you
different
remember
colours.
you rubbed the both of them together and you pulled them like that. And if
Yeah.
anybody ripped the black one, like you had to give them a blowjob or something. I don't know about ripping everybody. I'm only joking. I was like, Bridget, you can't touch mine.
Hide it.
Oh my god.
Do you not remember them?
No, I think are you on about the bracelets and then you can nearly like put them together like a circle and a circle.
I'm gonna try and Google
and
it.
then you
Balloon band.
is that you know the one I'm on about and then it would look on your wrist like a
Oh no, you're right.
Maybe.
am I
No,
thinking
you
of
are
the
thinking of the right thing.
Oh, I'm
Yes,
on the
you
right
are.
thing, right, okay, okay.
I'm gonna see if they come
Okay.
up. Like them?
Yes.
Yeah, just.
How random.
Yeah, I know.
Oh my god.
Like, how did trends like that start?
Yeah, and we were fucking. I was in P7 like when I was
Well,
happening.
yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it would have been.
And then what was your first phone? Did you have like a Nokia or were you straight on the smartphones?
No, I had a Nokia, so
3210?
yeah.
The snake.
Here,
Snake.
my man and dad broke up, right? And so my dad bought them. So my man and dad weren't able to speak to each other.
Right.
So my dad bought me a phone. But my like, I remember back in the day, you used to buy your ringtones at the back of the magazine.
Back of the magazines, yeah.
But then when you bought one, they charged you 50p every time the tax. So my dad would like, gives a ring, son. I'm like, no, I can't. So I used up all my credit. And he, what's going on with your credit? I'm like, bam, Liverpool wallpapers in the back of the magazine. I think I bought Shakira. Ben a Liverpool wallpaper and fucking Shakira. So when the polyphonic tone went off, then a match.
Mine's remember Christina Aguilera Dirty?
Why?
And then I had like a slutty like Popeye like phone cover from Nuts Corner as well. LOL. Fuck, I was never out of there. But like I only had like my mum's number on the phone, so like I say if we were like I remember one time we were in KFC and I would just always hit play and I would like and I'd be like hello, yeah, and I'd be pretending to be on the phone.
Like so popular.
Yeah, I can't talk. I'm in
And
KFC.
then your phone rang and it was scooped.
But it didn't because I only had my mum's number.
I remember being so bored though and you used to be like, I'm gonna make a ringtone. Remember? You used to be able to make your own ringtone.
Make your own, yeah.
Oh fuck. Oh, so I had like the iPhone one then. Like, I think I paid for it as well. I was in front of a magazine, I paid for that one.
Stop it.
But it was like this to like, what way does the iPhone ringtone go? Yeah.
That's
That's
not.
not
Nokia.
I'm still hung up in the Nokia.
Her phone's never off. No,
It's not just dring.
drink.
Dring.
I can still get it.
No.
It was like a dubstep. It was a dubstep version of the iPhone ringtone.
Oh my god, stop.
Where did you find it?
I remember you playing it once and I was like, younger, and I was like, what is this?
My Uncle Connor's phone is fucking class. Is it still here? It is.
Oh, I know this one.
Me and a beef. Oh.
Oh yes. Oh my god. Like if you were fucked, you'd be loving that.
I know.
Oh my god.
Imagine me sitting there, not answering the phone, dancing.
Oh my god, you have to send me that Bluetooth.
Infrared.
Infrared.
I actually remember, like, on the if something played on the radio when I was in my dad's car and he was like in the shop, and I'd get my phone, hold it against the speaker, and I'd be like, "Fuck, that's such a good recording." And then we got to school, and then infrared it around the place. Do you know, like, and then if I heard other people listen to it, I'd be like, "That's my recording." It's my recording. I'm going viral.
3 minutes 20. You can hear me heavy breathe.
Oh my god.
But here, remember we used to do that even like with the music channels.
Yeah.
And you used to flick for the music channels trying to
Yeah.
find a song.
Yeah.
It was like, my mate didn't have the money to send me the HMV, so I was just like, where's this? I remember the hot dog song, remember that? A Pizza Hut.
Pizza Hut.
And I was like
Pizza
7.
Hut,
Chicken,
yeah.
yeah.
Like the wee, is it the wee fucking pig out of the Toy Story? He's just hitting all the buttons. It was on.
Oh my god! And do you remember also like the music channel? You could text them for like a shout
Yes.
They still do that.
do
Stars
they?
TV, and you get a wee photo of yourself down.
out. Yeah, the good eye.
I done that before, and I actually. No, it's not. I have this saved somewhere because I then obviously took a photo of it all day. It was on Stars TV. I think it was staying at my friend's house in Bundoran, or caravan in Bundoran.
Oh my god! Stop.
And it was on the and I have a photo of us on Stars TV, probably age 12. Like,
And I remember all the photos you used to do when you were younger. All the big girls like that.
And then that one
And then
too.
that. I was doing both. And I never print checks, right? And then I remember you used to be able to like take a picture on your phone and turn it into negative. But people didn't realise if you took a picture of it in negative,
you can put it normal.
So people didn't miss out pictures. They were like, scrote, your bedroom's stinking. I didn't really leave the house though. When I was one of them, I only talked to people on MSN.
So
I
MSN,
was
did you
like
ever
15.
Omegle? Did you ever?
I remember Omegle too.
What's
that?
I used to go on to try and meet
It's
Justin
still
Bieber.
about, isn't it?
Justin Bieber used to go on to
But do you remember it
Omegle.
was like a vibe? But then do you remember there was a fake going about? Omegle was like chat.
It was a
chat
bit
roulette.
wild.
Oh,
Yeah.
Like
yes.
me and my friends used to have sleepovers and they'd be like, right, Omegle time, and go on Omegle and speak to randomers across the world, and like one wrong click and there's just a man there with everything out giving it stacks.
Big dick
And
sandwich.
but you just be like, it's okay because we press next. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But our goal was Justin Bieber used to go on Omegle, so we wanted to, so we just speaking to randomers all over the world.
But I
So dodgy.
I remember even though like years ago, like even at MSN days, I would have sat up all night just talking to somebody in MSN. Like on
Webcam.
webcam. Aye. And here you didn't even hear each other. You could see each other type.
But
What was that about?
Yeah.
But did you ever? God, I'm gonna sound so toxic. Say like if you fancied somebody or if it was a friend,
Oh,
or
yeah,
if you
I know.
followed out, you kept going like online,
Offline,
offline,
online.
offline, just so you keep popping up in their bottom right corner.
And I make sure you had a good song not playing.
Yeah,
Because they could see your song. I remember one day
they would
getting.
write to you, and then if not, then it was like, right, we're hitting that fucking nudge button.
So I didn't mean that.
Would you know about any of this? No.
What is it?
MSN.
She wouldn't know.
No.
Oh my god, that makes me so sad. Oh,
I
we
was
missed out on a really good time.
And you used to put your best friends in your, beside them on the hoops. It would
Yeah.
say like everyone's names.
do you
and
remember
if
you
you fell
used
out,
to-
you took them out.
Like the website used to go on to have like your font and all come up.
You could
So, like,
change the font.
aye.
Yeah.
Weird maker.
Aye, yes.
Uvu.
Uvu. Why?
It was like a group call, like
Wasn't that one called
How's-
Baby?
I don't know. Uvu was like you went in with all your friends and whoever your friends with could join, and then you would pick like a number one best friend on it. I'm near sure. And then you used to
What?
figure you just take them off. And
Aye,
you used to
well-
put all your mates in your bio.
Similar idea.
Remove them when they were
I
traveling.
remember,
God.
like, I remember somebody used to copy my whole, like, because I was in that computer chair for fucking days. I mean,
Aye, yeah.
I remember
Perfecting.
my mate in school was like, "You're always online." I was like, "My computer's never off." I couldn't have any mates. But I remember somebody copied mine and just put their own name and all on it, and I, you know, like Connor CBR LFC, you know what I mean? And I used to have the big bio, and then they copied mine on Bebo, and I was fuming.
Did you make people skins?
Yeah.
I knew you did.
Yeah.
I could tell.
We talked about that.
because you're all like tacky.
Artsy.
I just knew. I'm like, I bet you he knew how to make people skins.
See, in my school, so like, I,
Did people pay you to make their skins?
yeah, well, I used to make, so see if you got in trouble in our school,
Yeah.
you would have got punishment, so you would have got like that was basically lines, but like a code of conduct that was in your homework there, you had to write
Yes.
it out, so like 2 code of conducts for the morning. I was like, I'm not doing this, but it was always teacher didn't know you, so I remember like being like, people would have sold them, so people would have wrote them and then sold them, and I was like, I'll do your people skin if you give me your 2 code of conducts.
Oh my god, stop.
I've always been a gangster.
Stop it.
We deal boy.
Business.
I've always been an entrepreneur. I used to sell sweets in school actually. And here, know how good it was?
Open blazer.
No, know how good it was? I didn't actually sell them. I paid my mate to sell them for me.
like,
A runner.
like you were Pablo Escobar, and then you
Mate,
had
there's your
bed.
burner phone as well. What the funniest thing was, I didn't even speak. So the one that thought it was me.
Oh my god,
Stop.
that's
And then
hilarious.
did you meet them down at the docks and give them like what, pick and mix and fucking dib dabs and fucking.
I'll meet you at the traffic lights after school. There's your 250. Take a lanky lorry, you mad cunt. That's all you're getting. I swear to fuck. I used to go to the wee shop in our street every morning and buy like, I was about like like 15 quid worth of sweets and go and sell them.
Oh my god.
I don't ever know what I've done with the money because I didn't leave the house.
The guy was
I know.
Invested it.
I hate this is where we got this light from.
These microphones.
Stop it.
Yeah, so yeah.
Oh, that
Thinking
is
back,
great.
they were class. I know people always say they were.
But do you ever
good.
look back at young ones, so say like Gen Zs, and like I nearly feel, but then they maybe look at us and be like, no, you're over the
Losers.
hill.
But see all the weird
I-
words and all the young ones have started
Yeah.
using. Like, so my dad's wee stepson, he, I don't know what age he is, primary school age, and like the words, they're using words that don't make sense. Like, and they're doing this thing, right? They all go like this.
What's
they go,
this?
They go, this,
Mune, can't talk mune.
mune,
What's mean mean?
having a fucking clue.
Yeah.
Like,
And like some chicken, so it's like Johnny.
Oh, they got-
Mune, don't know.
What?
Riz.
Riz
Friends means like you can flirt.
You can flirt.
Like
Oh!
you've got Riz.
Is this a Gen Z thing?
This is all new
It
words.
would be younger. It would be a wee bit younger. Like
Yeah, well,
maybe
primary
12,
school age,
Yeah.
yeah. And they do, so this, and like you'll speak to him and he'll not even talk, he'll just go, and I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? And Riz bro and all these weird, skibbity toilet.
What's that?
Yeah, he says that, and they sing a song that says skibbity, and I'm like, whoa, I don't remember saying weird
Bring
stuff
me,
like that.
literally bring me back to the old school. I don't want to be here.
Oh my god.
But do you not think this is actually like? See, even though that's all like what kids are saying now, but I think social media, it doesn't really matter what age you're. As in, like, to be like an influencer or content creator. Like, see, like when we were probably like younger, someone in their 30s would have seen like, oh, it wouldn't be like, they wouldn't have seen that as like cool. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I think now it doesn't really matter what age you're on.
Oh,
it.
I don't
No,
know. Like
I don't
my
think so, no.
my wee sister, she's
Does she-
5th year, and she thinks I'm the weirdest, most uncool person on the planet.
But then that's
'Cause
probably
I'm
'cause you're-
old and-
But that's probably because you're related there though as well. Because
Yeah.
you would get loads of
Yeah.
people who would.
When I look at you and Sarah and I'd be like, oh my god.
Uh,
Are you sure weird?
I know.
You
See.
don't?
Oh,
No.
I like hearing
And
that.
I'm sure
Maybe
you have.
she's just letting on.
I know.
But
I'll
I
ask
think-
her for
I
a
think
hug
young-
and she
I
goes,
think
"Yeah."
younger ones are a lot more mature. Like, so say like 18-year-olds
Yeah.
are more mature now
Oh, yeah.
than say 18-year-olds when I was 18.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
No, I definitely. Yeah, because like they don't go out and drink as much as anymore.
No, it's not a thing.
Like the only thing we live for was drinking. Like that's all I
Yeah,
don't like.
and it was very like Geordie Shore coded. Like that would have been like the
Yeah.
shows back then, and it was very
Are
much.
you laughing?
Do you remember Geordie Shore used to do like random meet and greets and like
And-
status and box?
I know.
I know.
You'd be squealing to get a picture.
Like
my
you
God, like
wouldn't
queuing up.
imagine now if sort of like a nightclub announced like someone from
Like
like
Shannon Mitchell's going to be doing a PA in the room.
everyone would be like,
See, she
what
does
the
this.
fuck?
She fucking would too. She would. I could see you.
In the Rosie.
Doing like a meet and greet in the wee bit.
But you know what I mean? If people like say Love Island ones now came and says, "Oh, I'm gonna be in Thompson's on Saturday," people would be like,
So what?
And what?
Do you think? Do you,
He's called Casey from Love Island. He was in
"Do people go?"
and do people go mad for it? Yeah.
It's like Gemma Collins at Craic.
That was a bit mental.
and that was
I was like, oh my god, it's like the Pope.
I.
But she's a big personality. She's not just like it was the random people
They-
off Geordie Shore used to turn
Yeah,
up.
she's a funny fucker too.
I
Where
know.
she's like big personality, like you
Which
get that.
I think like their only personality is to get drink.
Yeah,
like,
or people that were on X
Danielle
Factor
Walsh
for
would be a
like
good
1
one.
week.
Oh,
Like
she would.
nightclubs should be like
Yeah,
booking
booking
her
Right,
up.
she does that actually in
Does she do it?
Glasgow.
Really?
I'm not sure she was saying
I
she
think
has.
she did do something.
Yeah.
Because she'd be perfect
big-
for all that.
big
because
Glasgow
she done
following.
actually. I near died whenever I seen her Bingo Loco.
She's
No, like
hosts
as in
it?
like the big fuck off.
a mad
Belsonic.
bastard. I love her.
But
I
she's
swear
a
to God.
funny fucker.
She really
though.
is, and she
She's
doesn't
so
give a
no fucks
fuck.
given either.
So funny.
But she came out
and
on
here
the
she's
stage.
a trooper. I'm
What?
sorry.
Oh my god.
She works, I don't know how many jobs.
I know.
Mental.
And she's
always
actually
seems
she's so nice,
fresh.
but
She's so
Oh,
nice.
so
like, she's
lovely.
actually so nice. Like,
So nice.
Anytime I've met her, she's like she's never in anything negative. She's just
Yeah.
up for the crack. Like,
No.
Yeah.
I love that.
An
She's-
inspiration.
But she's such a gag though. But I remember, but it was the Belsonic, like, or Custom House Square. And then it was like the proper Bingo Loco, and then coming out like proper celeb vibes, like ready to make a drink. Danielle Walsh. I was going to say Danielle Collins there.
I couldn't
Danielle
imagine her
Walsh.
in Bingo Loco.
And it was so funny. What did she say? She turned around and she was all like, so let me show you what we're drinking. And then she's like, so first some vodka. And then she's like, and then we're going to put in some Coke. Pure. And then I was like, oh fuck. Did you just say that? About 3,000 people in Custom House Square. But she
she's no filter.
Oh,
she's
my,
no filter, but she knows like what
Oh,
she's
aye.
doing, like, you know.
That's what people don't-
It's her sense of humour.
people don't realize as well. Like when you're sort of going to like do a show or you're
Yeah.
going to think you exaggerate stuff, and you want
do.
you push a boundary of saying something like
Yeah.
you're not promoting stuff, but it's a bit of crack.
You're
you know what I mean?
It's nearly like an animated caricature version of yourself.
Yeah.
You're amping it up. I
Like
know
me
what
at the
I've done.
fucking live show, like I don't even know what I'd be talking about. I'd be just looking back at the videos. That's why they don't go on Patreon.
Really?
Because I'm like, I cannot watch my
I
my
know.
man's putting up my Christmas tree. I was like, what the fuck? Why did I not let anybody speak?
But do you not find podcast is a bit more like unfiltered? Like you can talk a bit more like loose.
Yeah.
Do you know?
It's long form content.
But I find it
even.
funny, all these kind of like certain expectations. Say even people in say corporate jobs, they have to be seen like a certain way, or a teacher has to be. It's like your occupation shouldn't. Well, suppose in ways it needs to be, but do you
No,
get
I
the
get
point
that. No,
we're all
100%.
very, like,
Yeah, you have to like. I can't do this because of my job. I can't do
Yeah.
this. I can't say this because of my job. Obviously, there's things you can't like
Yes,
do.
within
like, you know what I mean?
reason.
But like people find, I can't say this because of my job, or I can't do this, or be thought to have an opinion
Yes.
on something because of your job. I do think that like that's why I like being.
Yeah, but then
Say
this
whatever.
stuff's kind of like more like entertainment and kind of
Yeah.
content kind of style of stuff. So it's, there should be a bit more like.
leeway.
I think there's a lot of pageantry with it all at the minute. I think.
Yeah.
Well, I think even just the long form content, you're able to have a more like general conversation.
Why?
Where when
Yeah.
you're doing like a minute long TikTok,
Like, yeah.
there's only so much you can do and say. That's why
I know.
I would be short form and long form content if I'm getting ready or something. To be honest, with podcasts, I'm a murder mystery. I love a murder mystery.
Oh, I love
But
them.
for getting ready and stuff,
Yeah.
I like the long form content. But I feel like that's how you get to know people better.
I think that like that as well, because obviously I've had things that I was like, oh, I'll have topics, but like I don't even think you need them. You can just have a conversation and you can't script it, so you get to know somebody a wee bit better. Like I've had people that maybe have come on this that other people be like, oh, I don't really know about them, and it's not saying that they didn't like them, but they've changed my whole perspective on them.
Yeah.
Because you do actually get to know them on a
Yeah.
podcast, and
Yeah.
you can come and try and like structure it as much as you want. I think you want to say this, but I think it just needs to flow, like, do you know what I mean? And it does show a different side, but there is sort of things where it can get a bit like too false. You don't want to be false.
No. But I think that's why it's always better, like just more like off the cuff. Like,
Do you think it's hard from being on
radio?
Radio, so radio you would have to.
I struggle with that part, because I am very, and I was always very like this kind of way before, like, and I've been doing it for about maybe like 8 years, and then the more you do it, then it's kind of like say like I was just like fucking cunt, and honestly like I just was nuts on the internet, and then you kind of clamp down, and then you work with a brand. They're like, and it's all these kind of voices that all start kind of coming into your head, and you're kind of like trying to censor yourself, or like then you're like, oh god, can't say this because this will be offensive, or can't do this because that's not right, or da 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 da, and oh god, have to be vegan now. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, fuck, like that's not. Do you know what I mean? Like, you get, like it's all very like there's a lot like the ethics police.
Yeah.
But I
And then
actually
with the
think
radio-
you handle radio really well, because like anytime I've heard you, yes, it's toned down, dialed down, but you still manage to sprinkle your personality
I can't
in.
not be my.
Aye.
I think you handle it very well.
Aye.
I would be like that even. Like,
But they're very like be yourself. But there's just radio is like a different form of media.
Yeah.
Like radio's kind of like you could be just like being played in fucking Tesco's.
or a cafe or
Like,
something.
do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you have to be. It's more like a mainstream. Like you're either like sharing news or talking about kind of current affairs.
But even if you heard somebody cursing me, I'd be like, oh my god, they cursed.
So one time actually, and this is nearly worse.
Have you done it before?
This is actually worse. No, honestly. So what was it? We were talking about, we used to do a segment where it was like, what's for tea? And then you'd be talking about like your food. And then basically like the co-host that I'd done the show with, Jordan, she, whatever it was, she talked about say like cocktail sausages. And then I was like, oh, you love the and I stuttered. And I couldn't get cocktail sausages out. It was cocktail sausages. And then we just went like, like I'm the type of person I like nearly, if I fuck up, I don't know, like
I'd probably run.
I'm like, oh, like, do you know, I just make a mess. So I was like, like that, and she just had to like put the mic off, and I was like, oh god, I can't believe I said that.
Oh my.
Then there was one time, this was at the start, whenever I was starting, and I don't know why it was in my head. And then she's like, right, do you want to back announce that song? I was like, right, okay. And then 3, 2, 1. Yeah, so that was Jason Derulo on Cool F. On me on Key Radio. And then that's worse.
That was you in character too much.
And I was like, this Jason Derulo on Cool F. And I did a big scream. Disaster.
Oh my
That's actually
God.
really funny.
Disaster. But then I believe if you make mistakes or if you fuck up, just own it. Like,
Aye.
do you know, it's.
Yeah.
I think there's nothing worse than somebody who takes themselves too serious and then is really like. Do you know if you've watched somebody doing it?
Funny as well.
I know.
Like that's still really
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's your, I think, like we're all human. We'll fuck up, like, you know.
but them things, no one was hurt. You
No.
didn't,
Yeah.
you didn't offend anyone.
No.
That's funny. Do you know
Yeah,
what I mean?
no.
But
I
see,
know.
my thing with like radio, like I don't notice when I say words wrong.
Yeah.
So most of the time they're like, "What'd you say?" And I'm like, "I didn't say it." And they're like, "You did." I'm like, "Huh? Did I?" So I was sitting there going, "No, I didn't."
Yeah.
But no, words don't come out properly for me. So, and a curse word is if I'm telling a story, it's instead of saying I say fucking.
Aye.
It's part of the story.
So then, you do think that though, but then you very quickly. So I
Adjust.
remember then at the start, I was so like, and this is whenever like a lot of the mistakes would have happened because I was so nervous because it was because I think being from like more of like a rural area.
Yeah.
Say like you've got like I don't know all like the radio presenters with that like slick voice, and then like I'm the culture.
Yeah.
You know, like that was Joel Corey. Hey, like next up, traffic and travel. What's going on? Like so I just was very like rigid at the start. But then you gotta be yourself. But you think you would curse, but you don't. And, like I curse a lot. Like, but whenever I'm in the radio, I don't.
Do you know how to do like the actual DJing part, like bringing the songs and all in?
So
now?
doing more training with all that type of stuff. Yeah.
Unreal.
I know that's class.
Yeah.
Unreal.
I'd love to be like a DJ for like weddings and stuff.
I
and
say
bar
this all the
mitzvahs.
time.
I
I've
love
asked
the-
numerous DJs if they could train me up.
But like not
always when
like
I'm fuck drunk.
Not
and then
like
they
ABA.
agree,
Here,
and then it
guess
comes
a go.
to the next
You
day.
ready? Guess a go.
No, I did one night. No, in there's down in Quinns, Newcastle's DJ. No, it was proper DJing too. It wasn't just like pushing buttons. He was actually lining stuff up, and he wasn't mixing full songs. Like, do you know what I mean? So I was in behind. This isn't even that long ago. I'm saying like it's years ago. It was a couple weeks ago. A couple months, but I was in behind the DJ booth and he was properly showing me what buttons to hit and lining stuff up on the laptop and all this, and I thought the crowd was pumping like, and he good 10 minutes I was on picking letting me pick the songs, and then
There's me standing there dancing to you.
must be one of the managers in Quinns came up and says, tell Shannon she's had enough. But I tortured him. I was like, please can you actually do me lessons?
But you not find though everybody's so protective of music. Say if you're at like a party or anything or whatever, like it's like whoever's on the playlist, like that is big pressure. Like
But my mates be like to me, "You go on it," because like I can like save a party.
yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, I can
Bring
see
it
if
back.
somebody's getting a bit tired on the sofa. I'm like, hold on a minute, hold on. She's about to go home and says she's got her 5 minutes, and I'm like, get back up. And like when it gets to a certain part of like a Sunday or something, I'm like, right, we're over all the doof. We're getting merged with songs in it here.
Yeah,
Nobody's
Sing
getting a
along.
taxi. I can do that. But I actually. So this I was saying about the story about the boron. I didn't pick to do boron in school.
Right.
So I was told in fourth year that I could have done Dax. And then
Like-
they
like a
played
singer?
it. So yeah, I could have had a GCSE in Dax, but there was only me, and then the rest of my class was all like into drums and fucking guitar.
so you were forced
And they were
into
like,
it?
well, they were not paying for a teacher to come in and teach you
Oh,
that.
no way.
So I was like, come on, move. And they were like, no, you can't. So I had to do the boron.
Oh my god.
I know. So because the year above me and all they done it, they like their music was on Dax, like, so you could have learned to do it, like.
Oh my god.
I know. So but sure.
I just love watching, do you know, like
Schools be getting like symmetric and all in now.
Aye.
did like
Really?
as like in
Like
class?
I think Lee Dobbin in Mercy was in Mercy. He always DJ'd in Thompson's. I think he done the music in Mercy as well.
Oh my god.
Aye, so like schools do it. Like it is possible to do it.
Unreal. I just think I don't know if I'd actually be very good at the mixing part, but see whenever you watch Hannah Lang,
Yeah.
that's when you went home from Ibiza. This is part of the reason I stayed on, because I was like, Hannah Lang and Eden, best night ever, by the way. But see, just watching her
Yeah.
and just
Yeah.
like bouncing about me, I'm like, oh, I want to
I want to do that.
I want to feel what
Aye.
she's feeling. Yeah, that's
Like
the
they
part
are
I
like the ringleader of like the atmosphere.
I know.
Like,
Yeah.
it's so cool, isn't it?
I imagine though it'd be hard, like if you were to doing it.
Oh my god.
And
Like
you were
imagine
like,
like a plug pulled out and just went radios. Oh
or like
my
you were warming
God.
up and you're really getting into it and nobody's moving. I'm like, get the fuck up with your son,
I,
you
would,
wee
you
cunt.
think, would you be offended? I'm very
I'd be
protective about
offended.
it. I'm really good at picking the music.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I think I'd be more nervous because like it's one of them ones like if you say something and like somebody didn't get it, it's like you put a song on, somebody didn't get it, and I'm like, is this meant to be really good? I start panicking. I'd be like, right, I need to go turn this over, or Celine Dion on now.
aye. What do they want? What do they
What do you
want?
want? Or bits and pieces I don't even like it.
I effing doubt bits and pieces.
I hate bits and pieces. Bits and pieces. Pizzas, I always say.
Oh, bits and pieces.
Because seeing the Lansdowne, they have like a wee Pizza Hut and it's called Bits and Pizzas. I went, that's the only time I get a photo near that. I hate bits and pieces. I hate it.
It's.
I wouldn't say I would pick to listen to it, but if it comes on, I have a wee dance.
She could be hipper too.
And then what about Maniac? It's about.
I love Maniac.
So do I, but played out? No.
Never.
Is that a controversial opinion?
No, I always say, know how you know you're like in Donegal or something? You'll get there around, there's palm trees and roundabouts and every fucking bar's playing Mark McCabe in like 2000. And there's PVC windows, all the bars have PVC windows.
Or what about MC Pat Flynn? Get on your knees? No?
What's
What?
this?
Sorry, what? You don't know who MC Pat Flynn is?
That must be. I think we maybe
I
haven't
seen him
inherited him in
I
West
seen him-
Belfast. It must be an East thing, is it?
I've seen him in
No.
He's an MC from down south. I seen him in Hatfield. I literally seen him, and this is. I actually
Sing
think.
it. Can you sing it?
She said greetings.
I adore you're
The only one
That's Stevie Wonder sings that song.
beats for, and then it goes in
You're
the.
the only,
Oh,
I wish that you were mine.
But it goes
Oh, I
into
do
him
know it.
rapping. You know the bit it goes into him rapping.
Oh,
Get
no.
on your knees and suck my dicky. That's what I like. MC to the S. I'm back again. Oh, you ladies, say tell your friends. Get on your knees and worship me. I'm the best
Oh, I
MC
haven't
inside.
heard
the-
that.
You never heard?
I haven't heard that, but
Please, that's your homework.
alright, I'll look at DJ Alligator Project, blow my whistle.
that one.
Blow my whistle.
See, I actually should have known. I'm dyslexic, so I don't learn what the how to pronounce it. I was like, I'll be able to type it in to me.
No, you have to. MC Pat Flynn. I actually think it was only like a couple of days ago. I seen him posting on Instagram that song had reached. He got like a
See,
pack
when
from
you-
Spotify.
When you said seen him posting, I pretty much say what's the Royal Mail.
So mums on Facebook, I can see you with like your dressing robe on. You never have that off. You with a wee mug.
Never.
Sports Direct mug reading. Oh, what's MC Puff at?
Right, we need to get him on.
Oh my goodness! Please get him.
I wonder can he teach you? Can you do the dax while I get him?
No, like see, anytime my boyfriend's drunk, he would message him on Facebook, on Instagram, and be like, when he come, we were living in Australia, and he was asking him to come over to do a show in Australia, and he was like, do you know what? There's a big audience over there. I
Was
think
there
we're gonna
not
try and get
many-
over.
Was it Mulchins? Remember that?
Oh, I meant to have a rave with him. Yeah. To be fair, he messaged me before Christmas, so it was summer, and I just done a video to one of his songs, and it's so weird because now everyone thinks that's my voice in the song.
I know.
Like,
Do you know my old maths teacher sings in one of his songs?
Really?
is this the
Chanel
one
or
with the
something?
Belfast accent?
No, she actually sings in one of his songs.
Oh,
I'm near sure it's Mulchins,
this
isn't
is
it?
a bit with talking.
She was on A Be for Rocks.
If she wanted to be for rocks with him and she was singing.
Oh, she actually sang.
It's my old maths
Oh,
teacher.
unreal.
She's going
No
to she's going to
way.
my live show now.
Oh my god.
Not my maths teacher, she was my form teacher.
Wasn't her just talking over? I know when you're on
Chanel, as you call her.
properly like singing over.
She was actually singing.
Something to do with
She's the
water.
singer. She sings at weddings and all like.
The song was something to do with water.
Aye.
Oh, I haven't listened to it now.
You get it? Aye.
This
That's
one
fine.
was just Belfast talking, but I just done
It
a
did
video.
sound
It
like
was like
you were.
ding ding. Blah, blah, blah.
Hey, go
So then he said if it gets 50,000 likes, I'll do a rave in your back garden. But obviously, like, imagine me bringing a rave to Ballybean. I'd be put out of Ballybean very quick, I would say. So yeah, couldn't really happen. But we were like, we actually do want to do something.
Yeah.
So then I'd asked different venues, but then he's contracted certain venues. It was the whole thing. He was busy, I was busy. So before it would have been. It was September. He was like, "Are you free this Friday?" I was like, "I'm going to get my boobs done." I'm sorry, but like it was like 2 days before or 2 days after, and I was like, "I don't think I could make it in bandages." So
Be literally tits and
we've
pieces.
tried a few times. We've tried a few times to rearrange, but I'm like, you still owe me it, so maybe leave it for like my 30th birthday and be like,
Aye, that would be good. Wait, when's that?
November.
Oh, this year?
Yeah, I'm 30 this
Oh,
year.
you're coming 30 this year?
Oh,
Stop. You're 30?
Yep.
Do you love being I love being 30.
I do like being 30, but it's the most. Oh my god! I went to buy like.
Everyone thinks Connor's younger,
Yeah.
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 I would have thought
Everywhere.
like 26.
No, I could ask
I
for
would
ID
say
for them.
25.
I could ask for ID for them months today, and I went to him. I'm literally double the age. Like, and then I went to get them wee cigarillos in Tesco's, and the woman was like, "Have you got an idea?" And I was like, "Take his company." And I went, "What do you think I am?" And she was like, "Oh, I don't know, it's over 25 thing." And I give her, she went, "Oh fuck, take it as a compliment, son." 1984. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, I love it. Like if I was going for like a Lost Mary, I love when they ask me, even though it's a pain in the fucking hole. Like,
He wasn't going to let me and her one day. 'Cause she's 19, like, and I was like, she's
oh,
19.
are you?
Oh, because you didn't?
I was 12, but I wouldn't bring my ID about, and Connor got really annoyed. He was like,
Take him back.
take it, take it.
But he was really cheeky about it. Like, I swear, he was when he
And some
rude.
of them are very like Chamber of Secrets vibes. And
Yeah.
it's like, look me at like.
It's the way he just says, but basically he didn't care, and I was like, well, just to take him away. But then the fella day was dead on.
Monster. He went, you have IDs, and turned around the office, and he went, what is it? And I looked at him and I went, it's Monster.
Aye, like.
Oh, sorry.
I didn't get a chance to get no.
But then my thing is, right,
I wanted to be on top because I didn't have my food, so I was like, it's Monster.
my thing is, right, so say there was a dad, right, who
Aye.
is like 30 and they have, well, hold on, we need to go up a wee bit because they has like a teenager
No,
child.
but the thing,
So, you know, if you're saying you look under 18 or under 16, is it?
Yeah.
But then people that are your age, you know, could have kids
you know,
that are older.
So
So,
I-
it's like, if
somebody
you're
could-
out with your child, you're not going to be like, does she have ID? And you're like, well, no,
somebody say it could be 14 and they could be 30, right?
Mm-hmm.
But we looked at this after, and apparently it's to crack down on ban alcohol in front of kids.
Oh, right.
So even if it's like,
Even it's not that you're banning for them.
it's like 5
it's
or
to not normalise it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Aye, we're getting to the reason.
We were just saying how we're actually doing quite well with kids not drinking anymore, so we can relax.
I know. Here, I just stand outside here so we can get some fella to go in for me anyway. Back in the day, you don't know.
But even going out in general there's very much so like a shift in what people are doing. Like
Yeah.
there's definitely a shift in like people are not drinking as much and they're being more wholesome. And I
Yeah.
actually like
the gym and
Maria
stuff.
Daly made a video about it and she's like, can we get back to clubbing? And I'm like, I love the idea of it, but I'm actually too tired and lazy. Do you know, I actually do agree that like we've got, you know, a bit more boring and relaxed, but
Aye.
it just takes a lot of effort.
See, even like obviously there's loads of over 30 nights like
Yeah.
for us now, which is great. But I'm like, but I can only go out. I can only go out every couple of months here. Like,
Yeah.
do you know what I mean?
That's like
I'd love to
me.
be at the mall, but I don't care if it finishes at 9. I need 6 months off. Do you know what I mean?
No, I'd be the same.
It's
Like
'cause of
once in a blue moon.
It finishes at 9. I'm not going home.
I know, aye. But do you ever think that? It's like, oh, we're going like bottomless brunch. It's like, oh, but like, sure, stay drinking. Sure, we'll
Aye.
be home for 10. It's like, oh my God, it's like 6 a.m.
I know.
Yeah.
10 next morning. Birds are
I
squeaking. and all.
know.
But then that's what, whenever I was living in Australia, and that was my issue. So I was in Sydney and I hated it. And one of the main things I said was there was 2 types of people.
Yeah.
So I felt like I was like neither, and I didn't really. So there was either people that literally drank maybe once a year for Christmas, but got up every morning to do sunrise, swim, gym before work, right? And that was their life. And then the other end of it was literal alcoholic drug addicts, and I didn't expect, you know, whenever
Yeah.
people living, you know, way beyond their means, paycheck to paycheck, but on social media it looked like they were living the dream.
Yeah.
So then I was going, like, I don't mind going out for a wee drink or whatever, but like, I'm not that. But also, like, I can see a sunrise once every 3 months in Australia and live happily.
Yeah.
So that's what I really struggled with, and it's very black or white over there.
Yeah.
Do you know?
I've never noticed that, but I actually, now that you said that, I can see it. There's like everybody collects and becomes like friends that they wouldn't be friends. Not that they wouldn't be friends over here, but they're off in Belfast to collect, and then it
Yeah.
becomes like their social circle is to go out to the pub.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And that is like a thing, and then you think they're living the dream, and then well, they are living. That's the dream they want to live.
If it's our dream,
Yeah.
100% wasn't
But
my dream.
I couldn't do it. My mental
I
brain.
know.
I need to work every day.
And I'm the same as you. I need like structure, stability. Yeah.
Even though I don't have a structure, but I'll make it in the morning. I'll pace these floors about 70 times. I'll walk in circles and all, but as long as I have like a bit of a plan, like people are like, oh, you're so busy, and I'm like, I have to. I'd see over Christmas I could insert my own head and all. It's like imposter syndrome. It's like I have such a sad life. Like I was like, look at me now, like I'm sitting in here by myself and everybody's out drinking. I was like, I fucking love it.
I would, but then I think that's comes with age. So I think once you hit like 30, I think you don't give a fuck.
Aye.
You're just more like personal contentment. I feel like I'd be like an introverted extrovert. So say like I love like live events, like coming on podcasts, like different things, and I do love going out too. So anything kind of very sociable
Yep.
or chatty, I'm very like up. But my social battery will dip very
Oh,
quick,
aye.
and then I'm nearly like I need to be alone.
You're done.
Well, see, even
I
like
hit them walls quite quick.
see, even you, like you said, like I'm very like this is something I actually was going to ask you to, because I was used to do a lot of events. Like,
Yeah.
do you find like
I know I'm pissing we. I don't think we've been asked one question. We just went fuck.
no, it's just great. I'm loving it.
And I love that. They're my
I love
favorite
it. I
types.
know.
That
It
is,
just
to be
rolls
fair,
in.
yeah.
But
I was gonna say, you haven't even picked
I don't need that phone. That phone get the fuck.
It's better. I love it.
I know all the stuff it actually is. So see, like obviously I'm only starting to get into events, but I can be very overstimulated, and then obviously like hosting the show. Then like I get off the stage and I have to pack up all the cameras and I take away all the stuff. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
so I do all that. But then I'm a wee bit tipsy and then people are coming over to be nice. And they are being nice. Yeah. But my wee brain is just like, fuck up. but not saying that. But it's not in a way to be like, I know they're being nice and it's me. So I need to go have a debrief and sit away and just then like, collect my thoughts and then I can go back out. Because I think it can be very like overwhelming. Yeah. Like things like, and it's nothing out of like, it's nothing to do with anybody else being irritating. It's like me being irritable.
There's also different, I get what you mean, but there's also different factors. Like I would always say, I love speaking to people at events and love talking to people. My one thing, I don't think I've ever said this on social media before, but like my one thing that I'm always really conscious about now, if I'm like with my boyfriend, right, and say we're in a night out and a group of girls come up, I'm like, knit, loving life, knit. And then he actually said to me one time, it was in Australia, and he was like, fuck. He was like, I've no issue with you doing that, but I'm just left standing like a spare dick and I don't know where to put myself. That's my one thing I'm really conscious about now, that if people's coming up, I either really make sure he's included or just say, like, I have to run kind of thing. But it's not because I don't want to stand and talk shite for ages, because I do. But at the same time, it's being conscious if you're with people not to make them
my
feel...
friends all can't stand it.
But that's what I think is, that's what I sort of mean about that as well. It's not even like, I feel like I need, because they're being so nice, I need to give them the time of day, but you physically can't give it, like, do you know what I mean?
You can't give it to everybody.
In my head, I get overstimulated because I'm like, oh, I don't want to come across cheeky here. No. And then you're sort of like, somebody else is talking, and then I'm like, I need to take these tripods down, and then, do you know what I mean?
Well, someone always told me this, and I think this is good advice. There's always a nice way to say something. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? You can
I would never be cheeky to anybody.
Do you know what I mean? So I think sometimes it's very easy to have that imposter syndrome where you think of it in your head. Like most people are understanding if you're like, you know...
And then I think when you just want to get blocks and have a wee fucking dance. Yeah. I'm like, I want to shake my hips.
I know. But it's...
But there's loads of different situations like that. Like you're saying what I said. There's loads of things like that will happen. But my main thing always is like, as much as I love talking to everyone, your main thing is always protect yourself.
Oh, why?
Like always.
I've had people hold my ear close while they talk in the other ear, talking to me, so I can definitely hear them.
Like, you always have to be a wee bit selfish and make sure you're okay yourself.
You know what I mean? But I only knew that, and I'm like, because I'm a bit hyper and stuff as well.
But you have to, like, this is what I always say, and this is maybe like, I know some people say like, everybody's different views on it, but I always think it's like, if this is what you've chose to do, every job has something that comes with some sort of shit in it. So you gotta manage it to be able to handle it. So say if I do like a lot of like, say like live events, like say if it's like hosting, if it was like, I don't know, like an awards or like a presentation or things like that, and it's very much like you gotta be like high energy. You're conducting basically the show, the energy in the room. So if you're going out like a fucking lingering fart, like you know what I mean, you gotta go boom. But I'll be sitting backstage and I'm like, nobody fucking talk to me. And people are like, you alright? And I'm like, no, like, I need this minute.
You need
and
to
then
get
Why? I make up when I'm hungover though. Like I can be all or nothing, and then I'm like, I'm gonna go back to the apartment. Like if we're on holiday, I'm like, I'm gonna go back to the room by myself. I'm like, you're right. I'm like,
recharge.
Just
let you do you.
I'm in a mood, and not that I'm not in a mood after the show at all. I think it's obviously the drinking, and you're like, oh, and then you're on a high, and you're like,
but then I think that's probably your hormones in your body, your adrenaline going up, and then crashing, and then you've no time to get back. That's completely understandable.
So then I'm like, right, I'll have a wee. This one, I'm like, right, I'm gonna go pack all this stuff up. And I'm going to go into the room, and then I'm going to come back out and go, what's happening?
Collect yourself, recharge yourself.
Or I would say, if you've people, like, say, with your live events, because if this is the part, because I eventually, like, I haven't done, like, any, like, live podcast or anything like that. It's something I definitely will want to do in the future. But if you think about it, like, you want to bring that podcast experience live, but people are coming to see you. They're not coming to see your tripod or your light, like, they're coming to see
Depends what show they're coming to see. They're coming to see some people's tripods. You know what I mean?
Oh, fuck. Oh, my. Well,
and the devilish anyway.
What about all that? Like, that really is just blown under it, isn't it? Well, that maybe let it resurface again.
They're coming back.
Yeah, they've been back as well.
The Caffreys. Fuck off. I know, I told you I am West. West and Tim. Fuck that.
Are we all going? I'll sit like this. We're all going.
She's
it's actually like soon. It's in March.
But like I actually, do you know? I'll not lie. Me and my boyfriend
What were
went
they called
to the
again? Dream
Devonish
Boys?
after that happened because
Pleasure
we were just
Boys.
like,
Oh, look at you, no
let's
one.
go. Like, well, actually,
Were you in the front row?
surprised me, and like we were driving. He was like, guess where we were going, and I caught on to it and went, we're going to Devonish. It was like 3 days after this happened. I was like, Aaron, but then he's in straight asking the waitresses like, has it made a difference to business? That's all he wanted to know. That's why he wanted
He's
to know.
actually so dead on. I when he
was
met
like-
him at Therapist thing.
Yeah.
He was like, well, did I go and get pictures of everybody with their sunglasses on? I only come around me. I don't go, you do it yourself. I was like, no, wait, I just come there.
But he asked the waitress, did it help business or did it make it worse? And she was like, oh, I think it's just the same. And he went, well, it must have helped it because I wouldn't have been here if I never heard of the situation.
that's
Oh, the
sick.
food's lovely in the
I
Devonish.
know,
Beautiful.
Devonish is,
Really?
Beautiful. It's
And then
nice
I
wee
went
vibe.
I was in the Devonish for Easter Sunday.
Yeah.
What was on?
It always has really good stuff on though.
Events,
Yeah,
yeah.
really good.
Not
events.
just because I'm in there anymore.
No, but see,
It does.
yeah, like we're not linked to it, but it is, yeah.
No, it is. The food's great in it as well. I've done like
Yeah.
a couple of weddings and all as well. Just weddings and all. It's good. Like, who's coming?
Oh, aye, you don't have to ask us
Yeah.
twice.
That's 15 of March.
We'll be there with the bells on.
He'll
He's
be
gonna
saying
go-
it.
He's going to come with his wee harness on again.
Fuck off.
Wrong night. Wrong night, son.
Oh, is this not Pleasure Boys? Where's the helicopter? Were you front row? Were you out that night? Yeah.
Oh, you are.
You were.
She's all gone.
You were.
Oh my god.
Fill me up, buttercup.
Well, I suppose I made ask.
screaming.
I made ask one or two questions. Since
Stop it. So they are definitely coming back then.
Did you not see
Sorry,
Rachel
I'm-
Foster went the last time they were here?
Did she?
She got invited,
Did they come
but-
again after?
yeah,
like,
after
the
they brought her
scandal?
backstage and all.
But like, what about that? There's not.
There's certain rules now.
But so I always think the problem was the phones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still saying, no, the problem is what they're doing.
But apparently they do that in every other
Jack?
they do that in every other city and no one has an issue. They come to
know.
Belfast, everyone's out with phones.
Holy water.
Everywhere.
Aye.
And then they come here and people are like,
But that, I think
know.
that's but do you not think we're all like that? We're very like, God forgive you.
I know.
Did you see?
Here,
down the
here.
road?
God forgive you.
I like
Set me up.
I like, isn't it?
That literally is it.
it's like when all the food are going, we're going, oh, that's disgusting, and then forwarding it to people.
I know.
That's right. It was ones from the England shows, but they were just saying like this was the Devonish, and then it was like no, that was actually in England. But
The
no one
fellas
had
loved
an
it
issue.
too. They were like, they get on there, airplane on. They were like,
loving it.
They're
they were
loving
like,
it.
just wreck Belfast. Like, you really did.
know.
Here, probably done unreal for them.
I know.
Like,
Because then you're all like,
ticket
see
sales
how
up.
bad it is and all, like, but it's,
No one said it was bad. To be fair,
or like how wild or like that. I think everybody had a great night.
And then you get the one cunt that goes scoop. He's like, I didn't want to go. I thought it was just a show. It was a full month. I didn't realize I was going to get a dick to the face. Like, you're not sorry. You're sorry you got caught.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
exactly.
yeah. So we'll do this one question. It's a wee bit more just about like obviously your podcast and shows and all. Because I know like you have like different people and stuff on. What's the most memorable and impactful conversation you've ever had on your podcast or radio show?
I think I have two that I could
I'll let you go first.
quickly. So one, do you know Shade?
Yeah.
Some really good conversations
Yeah.
with her about surrounding mental health.
Yep.
Really, really interesting. And she was very open and honest, which I always, especially when it comes to that, because although podcasts, you know, it's a bit of crack,
Yep.
it's a laugh, whatever. I love also something informative that can help people, and she was very open and honest.
Yep.
Who else do you know?
See the likes of that though, just like quickly. So like, in case people ever wonder, like, 'cause a couple of people have messaged me about coming on here and having something like that. My whole thing is, I don't want to come across insincere, that I'd be too scared to ask questions.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I get
Yeah.
really awkward, and people can
Yeah.
probably see it in my face, and I don't want it to come
But there's
as if I
different
fixed this.
reasons, and people go to different podcasts.
Yeah.
So for me, this is I
would
not
love
that you're
to
a
talk
comedian,
about it.
but this is to me a comedy podcast.
Yeah.
This is funny.
Yeah.
Like you watch this for funny.
Yeah.
But definitely you know, there's certain podcasts you'll go to for inspiration.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But she was very good. I actually would love for her to do her own podcast, to be fair. And also, do you know Ifo Farah, Mia Khalifa?
Oh yes,
she's called on.
yes.
She's blowing up on TikTok. We blonde girl. She lives in England, but she's from Newry direction.
Right.
Did you ever see her?
No.
Oh,
I probably have seen her.
class bleach blonde hair, really funky. She is blowing up. Again, she came on, and she was really interesting because she's not long started social media.
Yeah.
But she's done she's doing, I'm not sure what she's doing now, but she was doing a degree in psychology. Oh. And she was really good at explaining why your brain thinks certain things, work certain ways. She's very big into like speaking yourself into finding yourself beautiful. Yeah. Like she is, so she's just like, I wake up every morning, make a video and be like, I'm fucking unreal, and that's how I'm so confident. And she was able to actually explain why your brain, you know, so many, if you keep saying things out loud, your brain actually believes that it's true. Yeah. So she was fab. Yeah. She was fab. Like for me personally, just thought I learned so much.
Saying that though, like even like touching on that a wee bit, like was it the other day, and I was like, I fucking hate my life now, but I don't hate my life. I have a good life in the car, and I say that it's such a habit to say I hate my life, and you're like, you don't. No. You know what I mean? Like as much as we'll have a bad day, we're like, you don't hate your life. Like some people might, but I mean,
that's
like,
what she was explaining, the importance of you saying things out loud. Like even if you're having to, and you're like, oh fuck, I'm so ugly, or blah blah blah. She's like, that's why your brain subconsciously starts to actually. I'm completely stealing her advice. This is not my advice. She told me this. Shout out Aoife. Your brain actually starts to subconsciously believe that, and that's how that you'll start feeling really negative towards yourself. So that was really interesting. Another girl I think would be fab. Yeah. With their own podcast. And I could say you, but I wasn't there the day you came on my podcast. Don't know where I was.
Is that one
probably
of your...
in Ibiza.
That was the 4 extra days you took on.
Oh, stop. I'm trying to think. I think so. I had a woman. So I think this was maybe one of the first ever, like, more like serious subject ones. Yep. Her name's Geraldine Layden, Serenity 10 on Instagram. But she's like an author, and she would do like a lot of stuff. Basically, 10 years sober, and she struggled with like addiction with alcohol. So I think for me, it's something I think that affects. I think everybody in life either knows somebody close to them or has. Had some sort of an abusive relationship with alcohol or drugs, and I think it's I think there's a lot of shame, and there's a lot of like a really negative stigma around it, and I think a lot of people think that like, oh, it won't happen me. So it was really good to have her on, and I found it was just a very raw, honest conversation. And I suppose I was nervous because I wanted to make sure that I discussed it like sensitively. So I was a bit like nervous, but then to be honest, like, I think the key is, and when you're saying about maybe touching on, say, more like, say, raising awareness in certain subjects with your podcast, I think there's no wrong way to ask someone or ask something if there's good intent behind it. Yeah. Do you know? Because the thing is, you could make the mistake with the question, but then somebody can correct it and actually teach you something and teach somebody else. I think we're all afraid to ask questions. We're all afraid to maybe kind of have certain conversations. But, you know, the thing is, podcasts can be funny and they can be great fun and all, but then it's, you know, it's fun to also like, not fun, but like important, but it's maybe a better word than fun. It's fun to touch on serious subjects. Like, you know, but like, well, you have just made it fun, son. You know what I mean? Well done. You know, it's like a light-hearted way where you can maybe like open somebody's mind to something.
Even the likes of Olivia on, like, I was a wee bit awkward, and I said to Olivia after, I was like, but she was very good at making me feel comfortable to ask questions. Because I was just scared of saying something wrong or coming across insensitive. Or maybe not phrasing it, because I wouldn't be the most intelligent of like asking questions. And I don't want it to come across that I'm just like, oh, it's just... Because it can go like a different like a way, like, oh, it's just a fella asking like a really stupid question. And I don't want it to come across like that. Yeah. And my whole coping mechanism to like being awkward is making jokes. And not like making fun of people, but like making jokes. And I don't want to be like... Oh, sit there the whole time like I'm really anxious because I'm like, and then make a joke and then get even more into my head. You know what I mean? But I actually must watch them. Like I would like to watch them. I would love to do one, but I would need to feel like I could, because I always.
So I would say if there's somebody that I'd say so I would have known Geraldine personally. So that broke the ice. Do you know what I mean? So I think that was it was great experience, but also I knew that I was with somebody that I knew trusted me, and I, you know,
You were comfortable
so like
around.
her guard was down, my guard was down. It was
That's
a
actually a
very
good way.
raw, real kind of conversation.
Yeah.
You know, so I think it's like if there's somebody that you kind of have a closer kind of, you know, because it is hard.
Oh, it is.
You know, and then I had Gillian Simmons on.
Yeah.
I was like starstruck though, like as in like Gillian Simmons is who I looked up to. Like that was like the gay on the TV for me. So I was like, oh, now on the UTV, and I was like, oh my god, like there's a gay man on TV. Oh, he's a funny bastard.
Aye.
But just pure like tits and teeth, like showbiz, like just switches it on, and it is who he is, but just knows how to.
Vamp it up.
Yeah.
He knows how to, you know, he's not going to sit there and be like, oh, I just went and bought a second class post stamp and then I done some groceries and that.
But I think that's the thing as well. Like my friends, well, it was actually her sister Nadine said to me before, and I was like, she's like, but people don't realize what way to see you isn't like what you're. So you said switch on. Like not that I'm switching on a personality. My personality is just a bit hyper.
Yeah.
You know
Yes.
what I mean, I'm not sitting in here fucking all day like jumping about like I'm not talking like yes, and then I don't know like that. No, I'd be like a grump. Do you know what I mean? So you do only see it like as much as you get to know people. Even like in a night out, you're not like you're hyper and all like that.
What's the word? Oh, sorry.
For like in my
Knocking you
fucking
out.
thing.
Is it parasocial is the word? Like the
Parasocial
relationship
relationship,
that someone, you know, feels it's a parasocial relationship whenever someone feels like they know you from being online.
Yeah.
And then I think like I remind myself this all the time. I remind myself like what I see is only what people choose to show me. So it's the same with me.
Yes.
Like people be like think they're smug and like, oh, I seen her do this or say this, and you're like, I chose to post that.
Yeah.
I chose to
No,
post that.
yeah,
Do
yeah.
you know,
That's-
you're only seeing what I want you to see. You're not
Yeah.
seeing. Do you know? Don't get me wrong. Sometimes I've posted videos and then 3 weeks later went, oh fuck, there was no need for the garden. Do you know what I mean? Tiny tears in Australia. But I still chose to post that. It's not a scandal. It's not.
But I
this.
think the likes of these is where you get to see like that's why I like
That's
doing
why I
this,
love them,
because
yeah.
I only really judge people on like how I meet them anyway. And if I
Yeah.
met somebody in a night out and I'm like actually really like them, they smile
Yeah.
at me. They were dead on.
Yeah,
Aye.
smile at me.
Yeah.
They're lovely.
They're lovely.
But it's even that whole thing that happened with Anna Paul. Have you seen it? It's massive.
What's
My
this?
heart was broke. I was nearly in tears. I actually made a TikTok video about it because I was literally like, girl on social media, someone that I would look at and be like, that's what I want to be.
Yeah.
And like very positive, nearly
What was
sometimes
this?
over the top.
The kids?
No.
I was thinking about Freedom.
Oh God, no. This girl's very
You think the
over.
guy is dead?
No.
No.
A girl that
The
makes lots of
Netflix
money.
documentary.
No, you're thinking of Gabby Petito.
Gabby who?
Fuck, the names are
Petito.
everywhere.
Right.
Hi, I'm Connor.
You're thinking,
Sorry, we're off
of
track.
the person that hasn't bought their kids beds but is making a fortune. That's Ash Trevino.
That's
Anna Paul.
Yes.
Anna Paul is like the most lovely, body positive, skin positive, confident, be who you want to be, right? And
Where's she from?
Australia.
Oh,
no,
right.
she's actually also an OF.
Model.
But she doesn't talk about that on social media. It's a completely side thing. Her vlogs, she's vlogged. She's always traveling the world. So fun, so lovely. And then it's like came out recently by someone very, very close to her has openly talked. And it's now going to court and everything. Her brother, sexually abused or sexually assaulted this friend.
Oh my god.
And not only that, Anna Paul has been outed as fatphobic. A fan had apparently came up during meet and greet and she was like, I didn't want to hug her because she was fat and sweaty. Basically the complete opposite of what she portrays online. And there's evidence as well. Do you know, like this girl was it was their brother's girlfriend. Yeah, very close relationship. And I actually sat watching the video she made. There was a reason she made it. She didn't just do it to be spiteful. There was a reason. And I sat watching it and I was like, and then I derive myself, Shannon, you don't know this girl.
Yeah.
That's why. But you do sometimes feel like you know someone, and then whenever it's like they're not what you thought, like my heart was
remember
broke.
Matilda Jerf as well? Remember the girl
Yeah.
that owned the...
Yeah, Durf Avenue.
Yeah.
And it came out she was being nasty to her
To
employees.
employees and
But you
all
do,
that.
you just remind yourself it's a parasocial. Don't get too attached.
It's a pantomime.
Yeah.
I think Anna Paul like lies about how her life is to make herself think people like her more. Like,
Oh, really?
Oh, that's what it was. She was poor growing up. Did you not see the video? And she's going, and when I didn't have money to get with it made me feel broke. And I'm going, but apparently she was living in a house in Australia on the waterfront with the swimming pool.
And she had all Louis
But
Vuitton
she
bags,
felt
all
broke.
that, she felt
Oh,
broke.
This
fuck.
was her apology video. Did you not see this? But it made me...
Oh, so she was being like...
I don't even know who
So
it
she,
is.
when she was called out, she was saying, I felt
It
broke.
made me feel, because people were saying you were travelling first class to Germany and all, and she was trying to make excuses. She wasn't. She was just getting brought up to first class because someone was sick in her seat, not mental. But it was like, when we didn't
my
have enough
God.
money to
Irish.
do what my friends were doing, it made me feel broke. And you're going, oh, like...
That's like a narcissist sort of
you don't,
attitude.
you don't feel broke, like... You know, when you're broke,
Aye.
if you've been there, you know.
See, when a
you don't-
direct debit says it's fucking bounced, that's when you know you're broke.
Do you know what I mean? And it just made me go, oh, I'm really disappointed.
Aye.
But it is, it's parasocial. I don't know the week garden. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Can't get
It
too
is.
fun, but it was sad, like.
It is a thing though, like you have to like realise that not in a way, because you do let people get to know me. You're telling people to get to know you, but the audience need to remember it's only, not that I'm fucking like that.
I know, but when you're doing get to know me, it's like my boyfriend's 26 and is he? No, he's not 27.
But then I think there's so
and
many
like,
different.
you're
kind
not
of-
actually telling people about you when you get to know
No.
me. I'm Shannon. I live in Ballybean. You don't actually know.
No.
You know.
I know.
You're
I'm not
given
gonna.
facts
I'm not
like
gonna
you
give
give
like
in
my fun. I am fast, clever, and very kind.
When you wrote like about yourself.
My name is
about
Connor.
me.
I am fast. I am clever. I am kind.
Stop it.
Oh, man. But here, what's a crack for the future, lads? Have you done anything planned? Anything? No.
I don't think so.
Anything?
I just bought a house.
Just bought a house.
Well, sale agreed.
Fucking
Sale agreed
right.
on a house a couple
Oh my
weeks
God.
ago. So all is moving. Touch wood.
I'm saying that as if I didn't know. I seen you packing your boxes. No, I mean, no way.
Yeah. So all's moving. The mortgage people phoned me today about because like I don't know. When I worked as an estate agent, I had a rough idea, but I didn't realise like all the different steps that go into it, and that's why it takes so long to go from sale agreed to sold.
Yeah.
So it's like the mortgage offers, or they kind of come back to you then with like or I've picked my options. I don't know what's going on. Hopefully by summer though. there'll
That's
be a wee house
class.
for
Well
me.
done. That's what I want to do soon, but I don't know what I'm doing with my life. Let me say that. Love
It's a
to.
bad time to buy.
But my thing is, right?
I'll
my
take it.
thing is, ex-estate agent, right? Never
There's
a
never-
bad time to buy.
Oh,
Because if
really?
everything drops, as long as, you know, in 10 years' time, it's going to go back up again. In 5 years'
Oh,
time,
right,
it goes back
okay.
up. So, yes, it might. And I have a 5-year fixed rate, so I'm all right.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
You have it all.
But you know what I
solved.
mean?
You have it all
It's,
solved.
my thing is,
Yeah.
what goes down has to come back
Aye.
up.
That's true.
So it
Yeah.
does always,
No.
like, it's
Yeah.
not like we've ever went back where things became, you know, money's always rising, everything's getting
Yeah.
more expensive and blah, blah, blah. So
Aye.
to me, there's never a bad time, really.
No, I love to buy here. I just haven't got the right finances at the bad.
I know.
Don't worry, but that's my aim for the next couple of years. Like definitely.
But
buy.
you know what? I'll be completely honest. Whenever I first like looked into buying a house, I was like, oh, I'm not, you know, there's no way I'm going to be able to do this and stuff. But there's so many different routes and different options, and when you actually speak to a mortgage advisor, it's not as scary as it sounds. You know. Mm-hmm. And especially, I would always say to someone, if you're thinking about it in the next couple of years, go and speak now, because then they'll tell you what to line up
be
right
ready,
and
prepared,
what you
yeah.
need to sort
Yeah.
out and what you know.
So here, any events or anything coming up? Anything we could see is.
So, how long? I don't. There's not much.
I need to
so
check.
I'm a
I
type.
always have to check my phone. See if I lost that, I would just lie in bed for the next 6 weeks, because that's my brain.
You should use Google. Do you use Google
Google
Calendar?
Calendar.
Oh, but you can get that on your laptop. Thank God, I only knew this.
It would make you sick sometimes looking at it.
But I'm a type of person. I always feel like as if like I'm very like, oh, I know I'm not that much, and they're like,
And then
oh,
that-
you were like you were on a cruise last week and you were in Miami. I was
You
like,
are
oh,
very
so
like
was
that.
I'll see you
I'm
tomorrow in a
just-
suit hosting some event.
Aye.
Clown
And then I'm like, oh, like, oh no, no.
But my Google Calendar makes me sick because it looks worse than what it is, because I
Aye.
have to write down
everything.
everything. So I'll have like,
Aye.
let me see.
Like,
I
I'm
have
like,
go
wait.
to Ulster Bank tomorrow. Go to Ulster
Oh, I'm
Bank.
even worse.
And if that wasn't in there, I would forget to go to the bank.
I'm like 6:30 book camp, 8 a.m. or 9
at
a.m.
mine for tomorrow.
Lorraine Kelly, I have to always check if she's on or not, because the cunt never fucking hosts her own show. Swear to fuck,
Does she not?
never fucking on it. Never
fair.
on it, honestly. Christine Blakely's been doing it for the past week.
I met her before.
And the
She came to
show's
my mum's
called
house in
Lorraine.
Ballybean.
Like 30 days of annual leave,
She
Lorraine.
did. Christine Blakely came to my mum's house in Ballybean.
Really?
Why?
My mum had the toothbrush out cleaning skirting boards and all, as if like, you know, this is mental.
Aye.
Christine, she's from Newton Ards. It was her and what did you call the other fella that they presented the one show or something together?
The
What was
one
his
from Blue
name?
Peter, Matt.
What was it?
Matt from
no,
Blue Peter.
No. I think it was a
Geffen?
fella from like Birmingham direct. Big, like, you'll know. Oh, Child. Adrian Childs.
Oh,
Adrian
yes,
Childs.
yes.
Isn't he English?
Yes.
The two
Yeah.
of them presented a TV show. So my wee sister was modelling, doing social media at the time. She had like 1 million followers on Instagram, whatever. But she was literally like, what age? 13, 14. So this was like phenomenon. Like, or she maybe by the time she was on the TV,
she was
maybe
massive,
15.
yeah.
It was a bit mental. So they'd reached out and said they want Sophia to be part of the TV show, but they wanted to be very just, they come to the house, interview or whatever. And then when Christine came, she was saying like her and Frank, it's Frank's daughters, I think it's like her stepdaughters, love watching Sophia on social media and all. They done a full
my
interview. My mum has a photo and it's our old kitchen before she got it done up. She was raging. It was booked in to get the new kitchen and didn't get it in time. And she's standing with Christine and Adrian in
Oh
our
my
kitchen in
God.
Ballybean.
Wow.
I was on a
Mental.
table one time with her and Frank Lampard in Ocean Beach.
Oh, no way.
Were you? Fucking
I
right.
swear, yeah. Oh, dead on, lovely people.
How funny our claim to fame is like
Yours is
Christine
like
Blakely
Christine
was in my
Blakely.
house. We don't have any
Here,
of
no
them.
mind this. I seen Rihanna in New Lodge.
Did you?
Oh my goodness.
Shut up,
did
whatever
you?
she's
But
doing.
here, I got her in the scoop. But here, I didn't actually get to talk to her. She was like over all the
But could you see it all going on? Like,
Oh, you got her in the primary school. Like.
I was like, please, right?
My BlackBerry. I
No,
think
that is a claim to fame.
my BlackBerry. I always thought that was going to be a joke. This isn't a serious thing. They're actually shocked.
No, I think that's class.
are you for real?
This is me saying how shit it
I
is.
remember it happened, but I was
The
like,
We
I
Find
wish I
Love,
could be
yeah.
there.
Yeah, remember your
Sure.
BlackBerry curve getting a picture of it like, walking past?
Like, there was people were covered and they had to edit them all out when, do you remember when they were the part where they were in the
Yeah,
car?
yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Doing this.
Everyone was around there.
Like
Like
these were
spins and
my.
all?
You see my mates not in the background. Like Lee was in the background. No, you see
Do you
it.
remember
in
she
the
got
press
kicked
shots.
out of the farmer's field in Bangor?
Yeah.
She was frolicking about in Bangor and the farmer.
I, that wasn't even meant to be entertaining. That's such a North Belfast thing that everybody knows.
Everyone's
So
like,
ever-
Rihanna came here.
I saw Pierre.
I think a joke thing. and you were like, actually.
No, I
Oh
think
my
that's
God.
I remember it happening and being like, wish
Yeah.
I could go.
Aye.
I used to go to the airport and all to meet One Direction. I was mental.
And wasn't like the David Flats and all was in like the music video, wasn't it?
New Lodge.
Oh, New Lodge.
New Lodge Flats,
Oh, was
yeah.
it?
And see, like the room and all. She was in the house. Like,
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was in the bathroom.
Aye, the wee lad out of like a year above me. Like I think she rented their house basically.
Oh
and,
my-
like, set them up to use it or something like
But
that.
like that is a sin. Like we found love in a hopeless place out of everywhere in the world. Where
I know.
Oh, fuck right now.
Belfast,
What a bitch.
But New Lodge.
New Lodge.
Fair enough.
No,
I
it's still a bit hectic.
I know.
I'm sorry. I would say New Lodge. I would pick New Lodge over some places in America.
I know
Do you know what I mean? I don't think.
Go ahead, Shannon. Well done.
I would. I'm all
She's
for
now gaining
Belfast.
respect from everybody in the New Lodge.
But I love Belfast. I say this all the time. I love Belfast.
So do I actually.
Yeah.
I do. I think.
But I hate when people make fun of it. I'm like,
No. Oh, but there's so much talent in Belfast too. Like,
Sure, I put up a post that like a New Year's Eve, and I had some fella on Instagram, and he was like out with all the fireworks, but you could see them. Like it was just you could see, it wasn't me being like, wow, look at this fireworks display. It was just how much sets I could see, and he was like, what's this? I went, fuck up, mate. You live in London. Chill out. Like you've moved from fucking Ballyclare to London. Like fuck up. Like wow. To me,
Yeah.
I hate when people move away from like Belfast and
you're
just
so
slobber about it.
disassociated. Yeah, yeah.
God, don't forget where
Elite.
you're born
Yeah.
and bred.
I think it's class. I think there's nowhere like it.
I know, I love it.
I will be honest. See, just being able to get to one side or the other, maximum, even in traffic, an hour, class. I think that's unreal. Where you go to London, you could be going,
Oh my
it's quicker
God.
to walk. Do you know what
I
I mean?
know.
There's so many wee things like that, you know, it took me probably to move away to then appreciate. Because when I was younger, I'll not lie, like, or teenage years, 15, you're
Yeah.
going, I can't wait, I was going to move to America, marry Justin Bieber, obviously. So now, living outside of Belfast, I'm like, do you know what? I love it here.
Aye.
I love Kieran as well. I'm not looking.
I was going to
Justin
say,
Bieber.
Kieran, to watch it. Hold your ears, Kieran, son. That's right. That's us done anyway. So thank you for coming on. Did you enjoy
Thanks a
yourselves?
million. Oh,
Thanks
loved
for
it,
having
loved
us.
it.
That was
Really,
class.
really
We'll
loved it.
have to get a wee drink and go ballistic.
Yeah.
Yes.
Damn
Well, on
right.
the 15th.
On the 15th.
Uh-huh.
You can help me when I'm having a panic attack.
Yeah,
We'll
No,
calm you.
what did I tell you?
Breathing
Do you know what we'll do?
exercises.
We'll put all this away, and then you can go and say well to everybody.
Any hanks?
Aye. We'll be get us wee t-shirts to say crew.
She wants one.
Do you wear them? Does he make you wear them? Oh, do you?
They want a headset. I'm going to get.
Fucking-
A wee headset.
oh my God,
Walkie-talkies.
yes.
Walkie-talkies.
I'm saying I'm going to get her a Barbie walkie-talkie.
Hey, okay.
Smiths.
We want to, you want to get the Barbie one and I want to get next
Cars.
Pumps the tank.
Right,
But
this is right.
thanks very much for coming on. And like, subscribe, hit the bell if you want to be notified for whatever happens after when they upload this. Thank you. See you later.
Bye.
Bye.